We are watching Orange Otters versus Zyra Zaddies in the Pearl League, and the game starts now.
There certainly is a lot of back and forth.
Okay, and there we go. John taking the first blood over Highlight thanks to that flash difference, but not even needing his flash. Also, third person losing their flash, as now we see the Chemtech Drake being started up, but Alex Foes seems to understand that something's happening here. Pops that blood rush, and now Alex Foes going for Queen of Elfin, lands on top of Julian Naughty, gets the fear off, and now underneath and in the Dragon Pit, Julian Naughty forced to flash away, but Queen of Elfin will also be flashing away, as now John here with Spellfire down to chase down Shades. We see the beautiful kick from Milio getting Alex Foes off of Shades, and John going quickly for a Milio ults with that hijack. And it looks like this dragon instead, oh, Julian Naughty comes right back in and smites to steal the Drake back from Alex Foes. Okay, Queen of Elfin and Shades hopefully able to push Tilted Clinton and Spellfire away. They are a little bit lower health, and now 4 members of the blue team are here as Alex Foes and John are here to try to get some energy here. The Nami ult gets 2 as John quickly is able to take care of Ahri. Queen of Elfin looking after John as red team steals the Hextech Drake away from Julian Naughty, and it is almost a complete 3 for none as Queen of Elfin and Shades are the only 3 members who are in a great position to start here. Spellfire going into enemy territory blind, manages to get a beautiful ult and bubble onto Julian Naughty, followed up by the Warwick ult, and that will be Gonzo for the blue side jungle, as now, oh my god, a beautiful bubble once again from Spellfire connects to Highlight, as Highlight is forced to ult over, faces the curtain call, does get a kill onto Spellfire though before falling to that 4th shot from the curtain call. But this dragon is solidly in the hands of Zyra Zaddies. Hey, we don't want those shields to be powerful at all.
Be a problem.
You see Highlight ulting
exactly.
in, and the Ashe ult follows up. See third person here with the ult to disengage, as now it's a 4v4 in the mid lane as Julian Naughty continues to throw that Darkened Blade out, but the Warwick ult will connect onto Shades, who seems to be just a bit out of position. Tilted Clinton gets the kill, and now Highlight is forced to run away. Also falls in front of their turret. This turret also does not protect Julian Naughty, as Trish is the only member left here to defend, does get the kill onto Nami as the clone blocks those curtain call shots, and still it's a 2 or 3 really for 1. Okay, and we've got blue side Orange Otter here starting up the Baron. And with that, Alex Foes just finishing up their red buff, and now they know what's happening here. The charm comes out from Highlight as third person is ulting Julian Naughty here. The Julian Naughty will fall, and now blue side seems to be in disarray as they do not have their jungler. Alex Foes, so much CC coming down, and Spellfire is trying to disengage for Alex Foes, but Trish is going to fall as now third person has been able to keep Queen of Elfin and Shades away from Alex. The curtain is called by Jhin, and now with just 2 members left on blue side, it looks like it's going to be a free Baron for red side if they choose to take it. Looks like third person is calling for it, as Julian Naughty and Queen of Elfin look to be setting up some sort of kill bush here.
But it's all for naught. It was thwarted.
Okay, oh, third person managing, coming behind, gets the kill onto Shades, and this may be the beginning of the end for blue team, but Trish is able to get nearly around onto Spellfire and Tilted Clinton, but on the other side, Julian Naughty fighting third person able to beautifully push the bruisers and damage dealers away as Alex Foes gets onto Queen of Elfin. Oh, John does not survive another Darkened Blade from Julian Naughty as Alex Foes struggling to keep their health up. The charm will take their life from Highlight, as now it is 3-3 still, but blue team is a little bit disrupted. Highlight jumping in the middle of them, managing to just narrowly escape from that third person stun. Ooh, the bouncing grenade will take Queen of Elfin's life as Highlight knocked up by a Nami bubble. Spellfire takes the kill just for a juicy 400 gold shutdown, and now Trish fighting to get out of here. Will they be able to? They did have to flash away as super minions are taking their turrets. One of the Nexus turrets has already fallen to super minions, and now the second one will as well, as it looks like Zyra Zaddies is going to secure what they had in the beginning, the lead that should have led to this. The Nexus will explode, and Zyra Zaddies will take game 1. Lads Delulululus versus Italian Nationalists Gay Rights Association in the Ruby League You're joining us in week 5. It is the second game of the night. We've got one more right after this, but this one is set to be a banger, as we already see MTP being bullied just a little bit. Let's follow this a little more closely, as in the bot lane now. Oh, egg to slap falling just a little bit to Emo Loser, but not before the hook comes out to get to Ritsu, and now Black Lily and Emo Loser are duking it out, but it looks like both of them are gonna just disengage. Egg to slap once again, stopping Kindred, stopping a giant dog from getting to this mark, following Kindred around the map beautifully. It's scary how focused Egg to Slap is in understanding that, hey, Black Lily might be able to handle lane by themselves. They've got a little bit of a lane lead in terms of CS, so I am just gonna ruin Kindred's life with that flash. Beautifully used, as a giant dog and Ritsu and Emo Loser are trying to take this dragon. Dr. Fox PhD and Egg to Slap able to get here on time. The Ritsu forced to flash away, as now Pest is cornering them. A giant dog just cues right back over, but Ritsu may not be able to get away from Pest. It's dangerous here, as the Kindred comes out to try to save Ritsu, but Ritsu's just outside, as the dragon is now seemingly in the hands of Dr. Fox PhD. Oh, giant dog coming in and is able to jump in and smite it. Even though blue side loses this, even if they lose all 3, they've at least gotten the second dragon of the game, as now Emo Loser's flash and Periphery's flash are used to try to disengage from here. But the Black Lily Jinx passive coming out, the ult just wide. Oh, there we go. Ritsu able to get a beautiful stun and wave that makes King Yeti look out of position, but King Yeti able to tank it long enough, gets the ult stun onto both Periphery and a giant dog, as Black Lily is here, and now Pest looking to save their own life is not able to, as Emo Loser and MTP were on the backline. Emo Loser in danger though, as Dr. Fox PhD is able to get on top of them. The Kale ult comes out, and now they're looking to make one last stand. Potentially the Wither comes out once again, and Emo Loser will fall to King Yeti, as MTP is forced to flash away, as Black Lily still inside the base with Baron minions. This may be the end, as it's 40 or 20 seconds until anyone else besides Kale comes back onto the blue side. Black Lily just continuing with that excited. This is the end. Italian Narcissist Gay Rights Association has handily won this game, as we end the second game of our night. We are now starting the third game of the night. We're back in the Pearl League. It's Kaisa's Kittens versus Oran's Otters, falling victim to the curse. And oh, here we have Kha'Zix's first gank, getting onto Queen of Elfin, but Queen of Elfin able to flash and heal away, as Trish now in danger, gets cursed, and Rid of the South flashes after, and that grasp proc, or the Conqueror hit, is actually enough to take Trish's life in first blood.
It's like
in the bot lane.
Yeah,
we've got the dragon being started by Scion, and now the bot lane is here, as Kha'Zix is hiding in this tri-bush, looking for the right moment, as Gations is the first one. Nope. Gations and Highlight are both here. The Unstoppable Onslaught comes out. Oh no, it doesn't. Shades falls to DRK's ult, as Queen of Elfin tries to disengage with their ult, but is forced to run away. Now red side looking a bit down, as it's a 4v3 with Morgana down. Red team gets the dragon, as Zoe Relibear is not able to keep Julia Naughty and Highlight stunned. Queen of Elfin going for a Q, just trying to disengage, as Highlight potentially looking for something here. Too far. The Misfortune autos and ults are doing so much work, as Kha'Zix continues the rampage. Kha'Zix will fall, as Red of the South has TP'd down. They're looking for something here. DRK gets that press the attack onto Julia Naughty to secure the kill onto Scion, but Shades is back, and Red of the South seems to be in danger. Gets killed by the Scion passive. Okay. Queen of Elfin guarding that bush with her life, as Highlight looks to take a little bit of the vision here. Trish backing to potentially join in this fight should it last long enough. This seems to be just a little bit of a dance. No one wants to make the first move, as the dragon is started by Zoe Relibear to try to get onto Queen of Elfin and potentially move it to a more favorable spot for them. We see the Unstoppable Onslaught come out from Julia Naughty, as Shades is forced to W away from Camille, and now knocked up after knockup after knockup. Julia Naughty at just 10% of their HP left. The Queen of Elfin ult comes out, but it is not enough, as Zoe Relibear will fall to the burn coming out, but instead
Scion, yep, I was just about to say, Scion recalling with no health. Unfortunately, Zach seeing him and eing onto him, as everybody chases after Zach for getting that kill.
Ooh,
Red team paying dearly for the chase, but
yeah, Orin passive being able to get onto DRK and get that kill there. Gaijin's looking for highlight, is pushed into him by the Poppy E, and Shades instead is going to help secure the last kill onto Gaijin's. And now, with that, we've got one jungler up on the field. Will Trish and Shades be willing to fight Kazik for this Infernal Drake? Doesn't seem so. Highlight getting a beautiful disengage onto Kazik. The Nami ult comes out and just goes right through the breadbasket as Alawi pops her ult. Kazik coming in. Queen of Elfin lunges her ult as well to try to start binding. And Zac will be sat in place as now the first one to fall will be Kazik. And this dragon looks like it's going to be in the hands of Red side as Gaijin's falls as well. And they continue their siege as Julia Naughty begins headed towards this. Oh, but it's a beautiful ult from DRK to get the kill onto highlight. But Shades is here, gets the reset. Will they go further? Trish is looking to be the guardian here as the dragon may soon be started by Oran's Otters to secure Infernal Soul and spell what could be the objective that makes the difference for this team. Walking back to the safety of their team, it's a 4v5 as all 5 members of the red team are here approaching the dragon. They have wards. They've already preset this up. They understand exactly where blue team is headed. While they don't have vision on them at the moment, they just got a little bit and they start up the Elder Drag. Let's see, Kazik looking for the opportunity and Zoe Relibear holding her ult. We'll see how she's able to do it. Trish tries to knock Zac away, does not land. Zac goes in with the E, does manage to get inside the pit and steals the Elder Drake, and Miss Fortune able to get the ult off. Now Trish in danger of dying. Zoe Relibear will fall to that Morgana W, but Kazik and DRK are able to pull out so much damage now that they've stolen the Elder Drake. Gaijin's able to get a bit of slow onto Julia Naughty, and now Shades, Queen of Elfin, and Julia Naughty are forced to run with their tails between their legs. Crisis Kittens opts for the mid lane push. Oh, DRK gets rooted. This could be dangerous as Highlight is able to get the double stun into the unstoppable onslaught, and DRK will fall to Highlight as Kazik tries to go in. The Alawi ult is popped, and Queen of Elfin is trying to get a massive multi-stun here. Does get 3 people stunned as Highlight is able to get the kill, and with Julia Naughty onto Gaijin's. Queen of Elfin does make it away, and red team it's nearly a full ace as only Kazik is left, and they have lost no members of their team on the red side. Queen of Elfin beginning to set up the wards here. Gaijin's looking for something here, but unfortunately gets stunned by Poppy, then into the unstoppable onslaught as Shades takes the kill. Zoe Relibear forced to put a disengaging ult out, but then gets stunned by Trish, and she will fall as well, as it's now only 3 members of the blue team, and red with Baron and beginning to siege. But Highlight able to get the stun out, and Trish will get the stun onto DRK under their turrets as Kazik is on the back line, but not able to do enough damage, and red team has secured the first Nexus turret, and the second one is soon to fall as now only Gaijin's is here left as some members of the red team are beginning to hit the Nexus. It is over. Oran's Otters will take the final game of the night with Baron. No need for that Elder Dragon. Oh, wow. Hi, Quark. What did you think of that game? That was very close up until the end. And thanks all and have a good night. And hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are now entering Season 3's Week 6. We are nearly done with the 3rd season of 2026, and I cannot believe it. as we have progressed through so many games of League of Legends, so many hours spent on the Rift, and with a lot of things to show for it. A lot of standout performances, as we can see from those highlight reels. And, you know, tonight I want to talk about it with you, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm excited for tonight because we've got a few amazing games ahead of us. We'll be watching mostly the Ruby League, so mostly those players gold and up that are our CMSA favorites to see, as well as our CMSA favorites to see from the Pearl League. We'll be watching one game in between those two Ruby League games tonight.
That sounds like a plan. I think we've got. Sorry, I've got a cat attacking my arm as we're. Cork, as always, shows
a
up.
cat attack.
A cat attack. As soon as the show starts, he comes up and he's just like all up and like, hey, what can I attack? Yeah, I think the Ruby games, well, both games are going to be great, but we've got stats. We've got stats to look at now.
Yes,
And
we do.
And I'm just looking at them now, and I think this is I think the bans are especially interesting. So, do you, if you don't have it in front of you, this would be cheating. Do you know what
I
the
don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, do you know what the top band champ is for Ruby?
The top banned champion. I would guess that the most banned champion is Dr. Mundo. Am I right?
Incorrect.
No, I'm not right.
That is incorrect. Although he is in the top 3.
Okay.
I'm sorry, top 4.
He's up there. Okay, so he's number 4, just based off the way you said that.
Well, he's tied for 3. He's tied for 3.
Okay, I see. All right. Yeah, as we're waiting for this Ruby game to begin draft, I think it could be Seraphine. Is it Seraphine?
Seraphine's number 2.
Oh, I'm climbing up there, one by one by one. Okay.
You're getting it.
Oh, instead of Dr. Mundo, instead of Seraphine, the most banned champion in Ruby is... I don't know. Is it like a mage? Is it Lock?
It's a mage. It's a mage. It is not Lock.
All right, who is it? I'll give Syndra. Okay, I do know Syndra's a really popular pick, and for good reason. She's
banned a total of 18 times.
Wow. Oh my gosh. A total of 18 bans over just 6 weeks. That's a lot of games.
She's been played 7 times with a 71.4% win rate.
Yeah, so what does that make her presence? Like pick ban presence total. How many?
83.
Oh my god. 83% of the games that have been played so far, you either have to pick Syndra immediately or she gets banned. That's just it's kind of crazy to me to think that is the stat that we're thinking about there.
And then number 3 should come as no surprise to anyone. Is Mel.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Mel, as much as she's been going through the roller coaster of nerf buff since her release, I don't want my spells reflected back at me. And this is a high performance league that we're having. It's for fun, but we really wanna hit our skill shots and have those plays, and Mel just gets to press W.
We want to hit our skill shots on our enemies.
Right, not ourselves. Yeah, exactly.
So another interesting factoid. What champion, and I'm going to go with higher play. There's a bunch of champions that have 100% win rates.
Sure.
But the highest with like the highest play count, what do you think that would be?
I mean, I would put Seraphine back up there. I might put an ADC, like, I don't know about Caitlyn, but maybe Misfortune. I think she's up there. Is she?
Caitlyn?
No, Misfortune. Caitlyn, I think, is way down the list.
Misfortune is on there. But she's got a 75% win rate, so she's not out of 4 times played.
Sure. Oh, only 4 times played. Are we just in the Ruby League for this?
I'm just talking Ruby, yeah.
Okay, just talking Ruby. All right, so I really don't know. I have no idea. Hit me with who are our standouts?
So I'm picking this because they've played the most games and got 100% win rate. It's one more. It's a support. Do you want to guess before I tell you?
Support.
Do you want me to guess or to guess before I tell you?
Are they played in support? Is that what we're doing? It's not Thresh or Nautilus, is it?
No, this one I don't remember ever seeing.
Okay.
I don't remember ever seeing without being support. I mean, it's possible. I missed a couple of weeks.
Okay, so that means it could possibly be maybe.
I doubt it though. I highly doubt it.
Is it Nami? I know Nami is like a great pick right now.
Nope.
At least in this league.
From the chat? Any guesses from the chat before I give away the secret sauce? This is fun. I like having answers.
Yeah, you like to be the one with the game show now that you're like, I look so smart with all the data behind me. That's how I typically feel.
I gotta twirl my mustache and,
yeah.
Okay, so no one's guessing. So it's Melio.
Melio, wow. That is very interesting.
Out of 4 games.
Okay, 4 games played. It's not the most out of any of the supports probably. There may have been more played, but for 100% win rate, 4 games, it's decent. Maybe Melio, I think of Melio as a very specific counter pick, but there are some Melio lovers in this league. I know that.
And then the next highest at 3 games, 100% win rate would be Samira.
Samira. Okay. Yeah. Samira is the type of champion that's just all or nothing, and I suppose she's been picked in the best matchups possible.
That's right. So now let's try a little bit more of this if we're still waiting on people. So we already know the answer to this. Syndra and Seraphine are the most picked ban percent. Under that is Mel. So Syndra, Seraphine, Mel, Dr. Mundo are either picked or banned in most games.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense to me. That's like we learned this lesson with Topaz, and then Ruby also following a lot of the same trends last season. So I'm not surprised. Not much has changed in any of those champions' images or reputations in CMSA.
So nice. So the top picked champ in Ruby.
The most picked champ. The most picked champ has got to be. It's not Syndra, so it's not the one we were just talking about.
Correct.
Ooh.
She had the highest pick ban. Pick or ban.
Okay.
Whatever, but this one's just highest played champ.
Okay. And why is it Seraphine?
Not Seraphine. Seraphine's number 2.
Okay, I know she's up there. I keep thinking she has to be. You tell me as we continue watching the ban phase over here.
We gotta watch a game or something now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Seraphine was number 2 at 9 games, and Nami was number 1.
Nami, see, I knew she's up there. She's very popular as just an enchantress who's able to do some of those picking and catching out and that AoE CC, which is so powerful in this league. I see in the chat, Syndra's one of the champs of all time. Yep.
She is one of the champs of all time, but you'll notice that Syndra has not been banned. So, what does that mean? What does that mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Okay, let me get the teams up on the screen so we can understand who is on either side here. So, on the left side, we've got Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, King Yeti, Straw Hat Zangy, Doofies, and Mina the Assassin. They are all members of... Let's scroll down to them. Of Jake's Jammers. So we've got Jake's Jammers on the blue side. And then on the red side, we've got our favorites. Got Italian Naz. This is Gay Rights Association fighting for their lives against Jake Jammers. And they are Quaib. Black Lily, Hoggle, Shark Attack, and Skippy McSkipper. Last of them being in the mid lane. Skippy McSkipper, of course, this leads us perfectly into talking a little bit about Invitationals. I know they've shown in the Invitationals before, but we'll be on the lookout this week, as it's one of the most important weeks. It's the one that people are going to have fresh in their mind. As Sunday rolls around, we're going to see Invitationals come out for the voting for these leagues.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see, a lot of names that we probably are aligned with the win rates we were just discussing. Oh, Leona was up there too. Leona also has a 100% win rate in this league, but she's only been played two games.
Yeah, Leona, I don't know if I can remember a Leona game that we've watched on stream for the Ruby League, at least.
Yeah, like I said, it's only 2 games, right? There's been a lot of games, obviously. Syndra's been... Or no, it wasn't Syndra. Who did I say? See, now it's all meshing together. I'm horrible. I don't have the spreadsheet up anymore.
And it's all gone. It all escapes.
I can't be bothered.
I was going to clarify as well. I think you're about to respond. Hello, Maple Mamba and everyone in the chat. It's only the people in each league that are going to be voting on who represents them in the Invitationals. Just those players. So even if you're in the Pearl League, you won't be voting on the Ruby League. It's just within your own league that you've played in this season. And absolutely correct. Let's take a look at Champ Select as where we are. We've got Jake's Jammers with Syndra, of course, really popular pick, and that is being picked up. So we've got Syndra, Wukong likely in the jungle, and then Doofy's Leona is coming out to play. And then on Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association, we've got Xin Zhao, most likely in the jungle, with our bot lane already pre-selected for us. We've got Jinx and Sona.
So I want to know how we found out Nasus was Italian.
Because, I don't know. I just wanted to do the do the hand signal.
You're gonna vote me? Aw, thank you. This is a heart shape.
Yeah, Maple Mamba gonna vote Moens, and so we've got Cheesy Cake Jr., who is their mid, and let's see. With this pick, I think we've got Straw Hat Zangy in the jungle, King Yeti in the top lane, Mina the Assassin, if I recall correctly. I believe that will be our mid laner, while Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and Doofies will be joining each other in the bot lane together as ADC and support.
Yeah, who is their mid? I'm assuming you mean...
Mid champion, maybe?
Yeah, mid... Yeah, it's probably Hui, I'm guessing. Well... Yeah,
no we see Hui come out, no Hui for Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association, most likely in the mid lane there. And it may be Syndra APC. We have to see how that might flex out.
Yeah, now that the jig is up, as if it were, they may be trying to send her where she may not be expected.
Right. It's Syndra bot we see from Pestilent Box. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very possible. The APCs are strong. Oh, and there we have Mina the Assassin potentially on Sylas in the mid lane. Oh, we got the call, and I think it's accurate at this point. I don't think you put Sylas in the bot lane. At least, not that I've seen before.
I, for one, think that the King Yeti should not be allowed to play anyone but Nunu in this league.
No one but because he's the King Yeti. He's got to be.
Because he's the King Yeti. That's the only Yeti in the game that I know.
Yeah. And so we finish out the red side draft with Ambessa in the top lane there. So we've got really heavy on the AD side for red side there, as well as, where is the ADC for Jake's Jammers? Perhaps they're thinking not necessary. And I see you're calling out the Pays potential for Sylas, but it does look like Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is going to stay on Syndra. We will see in just about 3 minutes whether there are any changes here, but it looks like we're having an AP-heavy game.
by the way, I see now that I see this. I meant to say this earlier. Um, I was laughing at the spreadsheet before because somebody had called out they changed Wukong's name to the Monkey King
Right. Yeah.
on the spreadsheet.
The
Yeah.
API naturally has been shifted to reflect the Monkey King. I do like that. I've noticed that as well. And so, as we await this, we've got this game, Jake's Jammers versus Italian Narcissist Gay Rights Association. Then, next up, we are going to be watching in the Pearl League. Let's see. We're going to be watching Zyra's Zaddies, and they are going to be up against Vagar's Vixens. And so, right after that, we'll head back into the Ruby League for Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies as they take on, once again, we're going to be watching Italian Narcissist's Gay Rights Association. So perhaps if you are watching this, you're watching the VOD, or if you're watching it just from the outside as an outsider's perspective, let's see. Italian Narcissist Gay Rights Association gets 2 games on stream today. Are they going to impress? This might be their chance to make it to the Invitationals.
That's right. And I think Ingra, Italian Narcissist
Ingra, yeah.
Gay Rights Association is much easier to say. I'm impressed that you get that out every time because I can't do it.
Oh, the full mouthful. That INGRA is.
Yeah, my ADD kicks in and I start wondering about, light bulbs or something.
Yeah, like you're gonna get bonked by Italian Narcissus before you get that sentence out. And exactly. So soon we should be talking about it. Definitely want to talk about it next week. But we've got we don't have any full-time league members, only subs who still have 100% win rate in this league. But we do have some standouts. For one, if you watch the highlights from this past week, Pest is a monster on the mid lane skirmishers, assassins, and just overall those mages. He plays quite a wide range of mid laners. I'd be surprised if I don't see Pest at least representing one side in the Invitationals in the next few weeks. Because
are they a sub or are they?
They're full time.
They're full time. Okay, I was gonna say I feel like they're in every week.
Yeah, while we won't be seeing them this game, we may catch them in the last game of the week. And watching the game they played as Cassiopeia, I was just mind blown the way they're able to 1v3, 1v4. And Cheesecake Jr., I see you're asking, when is the next season? The next season is likely going to be, let's see, next week is going to be 7, then 8, and then we've got September, a few invitationals. It's likely going to be at the end of September. And so you'll see signups come out at the beginning of September, most likely around Labor Day. And you'll be able to sign up for season 4 for 2026, or who knows if there's any time left. There may be a little bit of a inter-season special game mode that's happening. But in addition to that, we've also got our ARAM League, ARAM Mayhem League starting up. So maybe you want to check that out, Cheesy. And all right, it is just about time. We are gonna kick it over to our first game of the night. We are watching Jake's Jammers versus Italian Narcissist's Gay Rights Association, and we're off to the races.
And here comes the rush to place the ward and bot push.
Yeah, the rush to place the ward there, and then also to get the vision that they need around the jungle starts. So we'll see. It's already 2-on-2 on both sides of the map here. Is Skipper looking for something already, knowing Mina the assassin is somewhere around there. Quite getting a cheeky ward there. Oh, Doofies is ready to skirmish. I love it. Just one little auto attack.
Doofy's goes up and, or I'm sorry, Leona goes up and hits, who was it? Xin with
Yeah.
her Nerf sword and walks away.
And so, I mean, I'm excited because Syndra may not be an ADC, but she is very capable of scaling like one. I mean, she has scaling. Jinx is a late scaler. Sona is a late scaler. So it may be an Ornn. Obviously, with those masterwork items, they're going to become important later in the game rather than early, of course. So what?
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, both of these teams seem like they're willing to take it long.
I agree. They're both willing to take it long, and I think the CC bot lane is going to be hard for Sona to deal with, right?
Yeah.
You got Leona and Syndra, right? Like the damage and stuns combined is going to be a problem. The other thing that I worry about if I'm red team is that my damage is mostly AD, right? And you're against an Ornn and you're against the Leona, right? So all they have to really do is build.
Yeah, it's true. And then, ooh, we see a beautiful stun come out from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, and Doofy's there with the follow-up and the ignite, and that flash auto may be enough. No, it's not, as Shark Attack is able to get out with just a sliver of HP. Having to give up their heal and their flash. Of course, Who Ate My Pop-Tarts still, I mean, the summoner spells are just about even in lanes, and Black Lily didn't have to give anything up herself.
Yeah,
all right, Shark Attack is so brave.
I was just gonna say, and Sona has chosen to stick around, and I mean it's Sona, right? So she can heal up, but that Leona is
a stun
really keen on.
Yeah, into this Leona EQ as Black Lily puts out those flame chompers, and that is quite the trade, as Black Lily is now out of mana after that last rocket, but they're gonna continue to stay in lane, looking for something here, as, you know, Straw Hat Zangy does have the pathing towards the bot lane. We'll see if they are able to make use of this. There is a ward from the red side, and they're being pinged. Hey, Straw Hat Zangy's coming for you. They're gonna be able to just simply disengage and walk away. But yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Mike, that it's looking like it's going to be a heavy armor game from King Yeti, from Doofy's, maybe even from Straw Hat Zangy, whose passive, the Wukong passive, is stacking so much armor and resistances on themselves from the auto attacks that Wukong and Wukong's clone perform. So,
right.
Is there going to be some armor shred coming out? There probably has to be, in order for red side to compete in this game.
Right, but it does. I mean, it also depends on how well this Silas and Hui match goes for Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association, right? Because like, if he does very well and scales up super quick, then someone's going to have to build some sort of MR to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if the game goes long enough, it won't matter, because everybody else will just have armor.
Yeah, and as we see, oh, look at this. I love Mina the Assassin getting this deep, not so deep, but nice enough ward onto Quaiv's chickens to know exactly where Quaiv is going to be in the next few seconds. That's the type of information that Straw Hat Zangy can really use to say, all right, they're on their top side, I am headed bot, and that is exactly what we see. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts getting a beautiful QE onto Black Lily as Doopy's heads over with that EQ from Leona, and Black Lily forced to barrier, as it looks like that is going to be the end. Forced to flash away. Doopy's gets that flash Q onto Black Lily as Who Ate My Pop-Tarts takes first blood. Without the need for Straw Hat Zangy to perform any gank, but still, they're there for backup if it was necessary.
Oh, he was on the way, and that was the moral support was all they needed.
Yeah, it likely gave them the courage to continue, and I mean, Doofy's with that ignite backup, that puts Sona in potentially a dangerous situation down bot with very little mana.
We got a complaint in the chat that the game audio is quieter than normal.
Okay, game audio lower than normal. Let's bump that up a little bit. That'll
oh my god!
Moen's up a little bit. Oh, and here we go. A dive as Doofy's takes Shark Attack's remaining HP. I knew that Sona was in a little bit of danger with so low mana there, and heal only just coming back up because Ignite has such a better cooldown. Mina the Assassin looking to get onto Skippy McSkipper, unfortunately not able to, as Skippy McSkipper will return the favor with a solo kill in the mid lane.
And Skippy McSkipper right there pulls ahead in the mid lane, which is exactly what I was worried about or what I would be worried about if I was on blue team, right? Because he's ahead in farm, and he's ahead in kills. So that's gonna make quite the gold lead.
Yeah, it's just the unfortunate thing of being a melee champion into someone like Hui is, ooh, here we go, fighting over the blue buff as, let's see, Huayib is able to steal it away from Straw Hat Zangi with the support of Skippy McSkipper walking up as well. And that's a level difference now between the two junglers. Okay.
They didn't know he was there, but they guessed, and they. Ooh, that was. I thought for sure. I thought I heard the trap. So it must have been before the.
Right before they really activated.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mina the Assassin throwing Hui's ult right back at Skippy McSkipper, and unfortunately for either of them, not too much HP lost on either side, as that's an even trade, and now they're both stuck in this form. Ooh, a beautiful E from Leona lands right onto Black Lily, as now Hui My Pop-Tarts is potentially going to get a kill here, and launches that ult, and stacking the stuns onto Sona on Shark Attack, as wow, it is just a truly dominant bot lane from the APC Who Ate My Pop-Tarts.
That's right, and as a Sona Jinx against a Leona anybody, but in this case Syndra, right? You've just got to be super careful because Sona has one of the lowest. Leona dives under turret to get Sona, and Who Ate My Pop-Tart secures the kill.
Oh, but Quahib is there. Oh, and Black Lily takes the kill. That's gonna be very. I mean, if anything were to relieve my mental state in that bot lane, it would be getting a free kill on Doofies like that, free return.
That's right, and I apologize to the Jinx and Sona for doubting.
Yeah, as we just saw Skippy McSkipper launch that QW onto Mina the Assassin while they're backing, noting Hui, long range mage. You can't ever just sit there backing and shopping. Oh, Straw Hat Zangi trying to flash in onto Skippy McSkipper, who's 3 level above them, but Mbessa Hoggle is here to help, as, Quaib was there as well, and it's looking very dangerous for Zangi as they're trying to make these plays, but unfortunately losing their flash and their life in the process.
That's right, and the blue team's lead, or Jake's Jammer's lead, is unfortunately given up to the red team as they secure Void Grubs.
Yeah, we're seeing that it's going to be ooh, beautiful Sona ult hijacked coming out from Mina the Assassin, but Shark Attack is able to give one right back as Mina the Assassin forced to flash away. The Jinx ult comes out and secures the kill in the mid lane. And that Ignite had come out. Ooh. Yeah, really beautiful rotation from Black Lily and Shark Attack, right? And Straw Hat Zangi left to clean up kind of the pieces that are left from what seems to be a lopsided game. That mid lane clearly in favor of Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association, at least in the first 10 minutes. But bot lane, it's at least heavily favored towards Jake's Jammers.
Absolutely, and this is just the way that red team needs it to go. In order to win the game. Yeah, but I still think they need to end it early in order for it to work, right?
Wow, Who Ate My Pop-Tarts able to very easily dispatch Shark Attack as the ult comes out from King Yeti, and Black Lily forced to flash over. Doofy's getting a beautiful ult, and the suns are just layered on top of each other as King Yeti will take Black Lily's life before the dragon also taken by Straw Hat Zangi. That's one Hex Tech Drake under his belt, as now they await the Ocean Drake. it's just been scrappy this game. There's more deaths than there are minutes, at least at the moment. And
it really has, and it's been like what's the word? Seesawing, right? Like
right.
Red team, blue team, red team, blue team, red team, blue team.
Yeah, and I can imagine where the vulnerabilities are on each side, at least in terms of the current gaps that have been created from whether they're misplays or whether they're great plays coming from the opposite side. It seems like, ooh, here we have Straw Hat Zengi going for an E jump onto Skippy McSkipper, but unfortunately it is returned right back onto them as we see Quaib and Skippy McSkipper get the return kill, and Doofy's looking to help out, but Mina the Assassin is now in danger as Quaib is able to get on top of them, and let's see, Mina the Assassin able to get on, but Doofy's will take the return kill, but now, okay, getting onto Skippy McSkipper. Doofy's with this red buff. Will they be able to perform a 1v1? No. Instead, the kill goes back onto Skippy McSkipper as they're now 5-0-1 at just 11 and a half minutes.
Yeah, the not looking good for Silas, unfortunately.
No, not really, as Mina the Assassin is going to need to have some gold infusions to deal with the full boots, Luden's Echo, and fully stacked Dark Seal from Skippy McSkipper, as it seems they're in prime position to deal with what we thought would happen, which is oh my goodness, a full combo from Skippy McSkipper immediately after that teleport leaves me to the Assassin in a gray screen. Oh, and a beautiful Alt E Q from Doofy leaves Black Lily stuck, taking the Qs and Ws from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, as it's a 2 for none in the bot lane.
And see, it's interesting.
Skippy McSkipper thought Quaib was an enemy there.
So it's interesting because, like, for just as far as Hui is ahead, it almost exactly the Syndra is equally ahead of their laner, right? So like the two powerhouses are in different lanes.
Yes. And we'll see. Maybe there'll be some switching as blue team has taken the first turret and is now ready for a rotation towards the mid lane. We'll see if they are matched by Black Lily and Shark Attack, or if Skippy McSkipper heeds the call of carry versus carry.
Right. And conveniently, Syndra is also, known for being able to lane in mid well, right? So maybe that's the answer that is needed for Hui. Maybe not. Maybe they'll pay for not having an ADC. Time will tell.
Yeah, I think the time when they have to pay the price of not having an ADC is around the epic objectives, which we have not been able to see just yet. We have a minute until the Herald spawns on the map, and 6 until Baron, as that is really the opportunity for fast takes that are really made possible from the ADCs. But if you're this fed, if you're like Skippy McSkipper, if you're like Who Ate My Pop-Tarts, you might not think you even need the AD damage. You're
correct. And I just noticed, I can't believe I didn't notice this earlier, Hui is stacking, right?
Yeah, the Dark Seal is
not
fully stacked.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we've got Quaib coming up to the top lane, not warded, as King Yeti, just eating away. And there we see, unfortunately for Straw Hat Zengi, it's just, keeping up with farm, that's great, but the ganks have unfortunately been reversed back onto him thus far, so not much to be gained specifically from jungle ganks on the blue side just yet.
Right, and also another thing I just noticed, like if we compare the vision for red and blue team, it looks like red has a lot more sight and continually has had a lot more sight. Which, if you see where your enemy is, you have a better chance of killing him.
Absolutely. A better understanding of where you need to be at any given time. But even with that, at 15 minutes, we've got the spawn of the second dragon, and it looks like blue team is very quickly going to be able to dispatch this dragon and take the second, as there's a handshake. Red side gets the Rift Herald, and we'll see where they end up dropping that, as Ooh, let's take a look at this. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts looking for Black Lily alongside Doofy's, but not able to get either of them as they allow their minions to head down into the bot lane without relinquishing any priority in the lane. Okay, King Yeti just taking all of the blows from Poggle. Unfortunately, not able to do much damage back as Mbessa's getting those shields ready as she's looking to take this turret.
Yeah, but Wukong is making his way up. Will he make it in time?
Yeah, I saw the ping there too. It seems, I mean, Poggle, knowing better than to continuously siege King Yeti, doesn't go for it as so many members of the blue team were ready to pounce on Poggle should they overstep. Ooh, okay. The first blows are traded between Who Ate My Pop-Tarts and Skippy McSkipper, and I think Who Ate My Pop-Tarts has a sudden realization, okay, he is as strong as his KDA makes him seem. Just one QQ from Hui leaves Who Ate My Pop-Tarts at 2/3 of their HP.
Maybe you can help me out here. Why does Hui have a bounty and Syndra does not? Their score is the same, their farm's about the same.
The bounties are only ever awarded now since the change in bounty system to the team that has less gold. So if you have less gold, you can see a bounty on the enemy team. But if you have more gold, ooh, beautiful combo from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts assisted by Doofy's to get Shark Attack's HP there. Unfortunately, Sona not able to use their heal as Quaib stuck in place, and they are going to continuously go. Doofy's jumps under the mid lane tier 1 turret and almost giving up their own life as Mina the Assassin and Who Ate My Pop-Tarts is able to follow up there. Doofy's does give up their life as Mina the Assassin takes that full rocket from Jinx and falls, as it is an easy 2-for-1 for red side.
Doofy's, no.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just a little too far on that dive, and the coup de grace.
Doing Leona things, right? Like,
yeah,
that's what that's how Leona do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Right. Ooh, Who Ate My Pop-Tarts looking for another kill onto Shark Attack, flashing forward, launches that R, and Skippy McSkipper looking to take down the carry from the blue team, gets the kill there, as King Yeti is looking for Poggle, the unstoppable ult, as the public execution goes through, and Mbessa trying to get a kill, does secure one onto Straw Hat Zangi and flashes away, successfully taking their HP and not losing any not giving up any deaths thus far in the game. And with just a 3k or 2.5k lead, red side is securing their advantages in the game so far. Poggle TPing back, but not knowing Doofy's and Mina the Assassin are headed up here for a gank. Let's see how they deal with this with no flash. Poggle. Ooh, the public execution hijack from Mina the Assassin does not secure, but Doofy's lands that EQ onto Poggle. But now Poggle was able to get under their turret safely.
Without taking any damage, too. Like, Mbessa looks tanky.
Yeah, the Eclipse plus those shields that come out from Mbessa's dashes. It's enough to keep Poggle really healthy.
Or Yeti hiding under his turret, just begging for relief.
Right. And Poggle, understanding that just one hit onto this turret will be enough to take it down. Ooh, the temptation is strong. As there's just 40 seconds until the third Drake of the game, the Mountain Drake, and knowing that this is sole point for Jake's Jammers, it looks like Italian Nessus' Gay Rights Association are pulling out the stops here. Skippy McSkipper, Black Lily, and Shark Attack trying to get some priority in the mid lane. Straw Hat Zangi looking to stop some vision here. The QE from Who Ate My Pop-Tarts gets Shark Attack to flash away as Black Lily is now forced to flash. And let's see, as Quaib jumps in, Straw Hat Zangi is half health, but so is Quaib. And Quaib will be the first to fall as Skippy McSkipper, Black Lily, and Shark Attack are just pushed on the opposite side of the gigantic canyon that is on the north side of the river. And it looks like Soul Point is well within reach for Jake's Jammers. Poggle, Shark Attack, and Black Lily looking to get in. The public execution lands onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts as Poggle is looking to do as much damage as possible. Who Ate My Pop-Tarts does fall, but not before Poggle is also going to fall. Meaning the Assassin and Doofy's also taking too much damage from Skippy McSkipper as this looks to be a pentakill. Oh, they're giving it. They're trying to let... Oh, there it is! A pentakill for Skippy McSkipper on Hui. Beautifully done as pentakill, as Hui is now 14-0-2. That's 14 out of 18 kills for their team just on the mid lane Hui.
I think that's the first pentakill this season.
Yeah, first one we've seen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
We would remember for sure. Okay, and there's Skippy McSkipper with that. I mean, I'm buying the Medjais here. I don't know about you. I'm making it a movie by buying that Medjais.
I think it's time. I think it's time to splurge. You know, spend a little extra something. And I do think, right, like what I said that needed to happen for Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association in order to win is happening, right? You've got a Hui that's super fed, that is... Oh, he didn't finish off the Magi is interesting. That's, you know, I understand it though, right? You don't want to give up those stacks.
And he's got 3 full items to match what Syndra's got going on with the extra gold from the lane that Syndra has gotten from being a bot laner. I mean, it's a fierce competition still, as no carry is completely out of the game. Each carry has... There are only 4 kills not earned by each carry on each of their sides. Got 10 on Syndra, 14 on Hui.
And also, if you look, Leona is being forced to buy MR, which is exactly what I would be afraid. Like, right? Like he's clearly the problem on the other side, right? But everybody else does AD damage, so you have to waste early money. And that's not a call out. I'd do the same thing, right? But you have to do your best to stay away from Hui.
Yeah. And that's not to say, of course, we've got King Yeti starting to put out these masterwork items. The first one is for themselves, but we'll soon see as the masterworks are doled out to their team, and both teams beginning to eye vision around the Baron and clear it if they can. It is the last remaining objective, as 3 minutes remain until what could be soul point for Jake's Jammers. And then could be another Mountain Drake for Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association.
I think I know that the first slot is the one that gets the masterwork item. Like, you know, if you're on a team with an Ornn, like whatever you have in slot 1. But what I don't know is, like, if you look at Leona has a potion in slot 1. What would happen there? That's not going to be masterwork, right?
It'll just choose the first legendary item it can find in your slots.
Okay, fair enough.
You have the masterwork refill potion. Could you imagine?
I mean, I'm not against it if
it's that good, right? Show me the stats. Show me the stats before I deny it. Okay.
Exactly.
We've got a little bit of a dance around the Baron as Doofy's is looking to secure some vision here. Poggle able to clear it as it's... Let's take a look. Red side able to secure the vision of the Baron itself, but still, it is a war as all 5 members of the blue team are on the top side, and Quaib instead going to farm their bot side. Who ate my Pop-Tarts? In just 2 spells, Skippy McSkipper is able to root and destroy as they send out an ult and a QW to Doofy's. Shark Attack flash ults, and Doofy's is going to fall to Black Lily's rocket, as now with that red buff, it is just a complete tear into the blue team here. And with that looks to be a very, very secure dragon for Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association with their nearly 7,000 gold lead and just beautiful amount of damage being poured out of Hui.
What I was about to say right before that fight went down was that red team only had to fall back to their turret. They were standing right next to it, right? But blue team was way overextended. Well, not overextended, but they had a lot to run to if things went south, right? So like,
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, there just was nowhere for them to go in time to save.
Okay. We've got a 2v1 here as Mina the Assassin and King Yeti try to get onto Poggle, but unfortunately for them, Shark Attack is here with a heal and quite a lot of... Ooh, the ult comes out from Wait My Pop-Tarts to kill Shark Attack, and now they're forced to flash away as Quaib is here, ready to stun all of these members, and Skippy McSkipper pouring out the damage. Doofies will be the first one to fall here as the ult is launched out from Quaib, but it does not connect. Now King Yeti trying to get away from Quaib, but Quaib is able to follow over that Krug's wall, and Poggle looking for more blood, for vengeance, for being almost caught out there. And the mountain dragon has spawned, and with 4 people on the red side, Poggle, of course, using that. Ooh, no, not backing yet. They drag the mountain drake out, and Straw Hat Zangi is over and in the pit, but they are quickly dispatched as Poggle and Quay get the damage onto them.
I don't know if everybody lost sound to you, but I lost sound to you.
Oh, was that you? Was that both of us refreshing in Discord?
You disappeared and came back in. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I can hear you now.
And I'm still
I don't know
streaming?
which one of us. Yeah, okay. Looks like it, yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So all you missed was we see the mountain drake taken by Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association, as they now have nearly 9,000 gold lead over their opponents.
I think the chances of Skippy McSkipper being able to play away again are low, but the chances of him going to the Invitationals are high.
Yeah, this is a standout performance for sure. As if I were in the Invitationals, I'd be thinking, I want to be on Skippy McSkipper's team. Of course, we've also got Pest, who we're not seeing here, but ooh, Quaib trying to get onto Straw Hat Zangi's wolves with that 1 level lead. Straw Hat Zangi forced to ult just to disengage as the rocket comes out from Jinx. It does not secure the kill onto Zangi, but it does push him back to his base.
Gonna get some deep vision in there as blue team resets. And red, I think, is going for the jugular on the mid turret.
Yeah, and with nearly 10k in gold more than their opponents, this is the opportunity for Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association to say, we have the Baron, we've got 2 mountain drakes, do we press our lead or do we play it safe? Do we wait for the more epic objectives to come up? I think, you know, playing it conservative, playing it around Hui at that long range distance, maybe giving up 1 kill just to get 3. That's take the trades that you've been doing thus far.
Yep, and it's not like they didn't get anything from that trade, right? Like they got a kill and they got top turret, right? Like each time they gain just a little bit of traction.
Yeah, a little bit more than they're losing, as it's a dangerous slipping that Jake's Jammers has to deal with now. Of how do they stem the bleeding?
Right, but alternatively, if red team takes too long, then Jake's Jammers will be able to get the resistances they need in order to not have a problem tanking everything anymore. So
right.
It's a kind of a balancing act. What do you do?
We do see we've got quite a lot of armor shred coming out of Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association, but not a lot of MR shred, as there is a little bit of MR being built on every single champion except for Syndra on Jake's Jammers. Jarhead Zangi trying to get in onto Shark Attack. Mina the Assassin takes the Super Mega Death Rocket, but ooh, it'll just be launched where the opponents are nearly at full HP. That collapse looked dangerous, as Quaib is now potentially the one being collapsed on. King Yeti, Mina the Assassin, and Jarhead Zangi are here. Poggle looking to help, as Doofies is coming down as well. Quaib in a bit of danger. The ult gets launched by King Yeti as Shark Attack tries to flap ult in, does not get a full stun as Mina the Assassin is able to stun his, and Skippy McSkipper gets the kill onto Syndra up there as a Super Mega Death Rocket comes out from Jinx this time to secure the kill onto Poggle. No, sorry, not onto Poggle. Onto Mina the Assassin and Who Ate My Pop-Tarts for that last bit of damage. But with that, Quaib, even though they seemed to be a little bit out of position, completely saved by the massive lead that their team has.
Doofy's, I mean, although Doofy's is dying, it took a long time for them to kill her, so they kill them. So it's got a lot, they're getting the resistances up there. But red team securing mid turret and looks like mid inhib as well as the King Yeti is trying to get back to the double turrets, but I guess doesn't have to worry about it anymore as they go for Baron, I'm guessing.
Yeah, with just 10 seconds until the Baron is up, it looks like Jake's Jammers is not in the best position to answer. But we do still have Straw Hat Zangy pushing through the mid lane, trying to get something here. Skippy McSkipper in this bush can immediately shut someone down. We'll see how that might happen as Jake's Jammers instead saying, hey, if they're going to Baron, let's take one Drake. The public execution comes out from Poggle to try and get onto Who Ate My Pop-Tarts. Instead, Straw Hat Zangy tries to get onto the backline here. Instead, it just gets immediately shut down as the Doofy's ult comes out onto Quaib and onto Poggle. And we'll see Quaib nearly falling, but instead does not, as all 5 members complete a full ace onto Jake's Jammers. Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association is smashing this game, and the TP is coming out from Poggle and from Skippy McSkipper, as it looks like with 30 seconds before anyone is up on Jake's Jammers, this game is over. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid and clear.
And they're still trying for the Drake just to pad the stats a little bit.
Got Quaib trying to finish up that Drake, but this game solidly in the hands of Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association as we finish game 1 of the night in just 33 minutes. All right.
Chat says, or Poggle said in chat that Quaib was begging them to let him take the dragon.
Yeah, they want those epic objectives stats padded, I can see. And let's take a look. Obviously, at the end of that game, Skippy McSkipper, standout performance, 0 deaths, 17 kills, 9 assists, and by far the most damage in the game. Is that any surprise?
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, the way he was deleting people, I mean, that's
You'd think Quay had the death note and just writing names. Syndra, Mina the Assassin, Straw Hat Zangy. Of course, Ornn able to deal with it a little better, but not able to put out the damage necessary as we saw the game became one-sided. Of course,
he's out there signing death warrants.
Yeah. And with that, let's see if we are ready for the second game of the night. We are headed over to the Pearl League, and we're going to watch Zyra Zaddy's. And as I said before, we're going to watch Zyra Zaddy's against Veigar's Vixens. And we'll see if we're going to take a short break very soon. We are the first ones here, and so we will catch you on the flip side. I know Mike is going to return back to that spreadsheet as we will give you the latest on who the Pearl League thinks are the best champions and who are actually the champions who are slamming it, right?
I, of course, have no idea what you're talking about, but yes.
All right. We'll see you in just a minute. Stick around for game 2, and after that, game 3, as we return first to the Pearl League, then to the Ruby League in just a few short moments. Stick around. Hello and welcome back. We are starting the next ban phase and pick phase as we start draft for game 2, where we are watching in the Pearl League Zyra's Zaddies versus Vagar's Vixens. Let's see, who do we have on each side?
I have Pearl stats. I want to talk about them.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have time in between
okay.
pick and I know we do. Don't worry. Okay, so we've got Vagar's Vixens on the blue side and Zyra's Zaddies on the red side.
All right.
And
I'm going to predict a miss. Oh, there it is, misfortune ban. I was just about to say I predict a misfortune ban.
Any other bans you predict, Mel, by any chance?
Well, hey. It's sass, right? You're sassing me.
Yes. As we've got a karma ban coming out as well. And of course, with the bans here, much more likely to be targeted bans than any other of our leagues. As we're now ready for our first pick, as Fibelicia is gonna start us off on the blue side for Vagar's Vixens. Ooh, Nasus being picked up. Potentially for Blazing Bowman up in the top lane. What do we think? Nasus in the jungle or Nasus in the top lane? I know that's a favorite of Dr. Fox PhD, but when it comes down to either Cake Monster or Blazing Bowman, I'm not sure where we see Nasus.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess jungle, but I could be wrong. This is when you say you're absolutely right. You could be wrong.
Really could be either way. As we see Morgana and Warwick picked up on Zyra's Zaddies. Most likely Morgana support, and then we've got Warwick likely in the jungle. Then let's see, rounding it out for Vagar's Vixens, we're going to have the next 2 picks offering up an opportunity as they see... Ooh, Xin Zhao coming out for Cake Monster, making it seem much more likely that we see Nasus in the top lane there for Blazing Bowman.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be... So far we're... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, ooh, a Hui pickup for the mid lane. And now potential response here for C9 Snoops. Now that they know it's Hui in the mid lane, we'll see how they react to this. If they're willing to take the first side, or the first rounds of picks. Ooh, and Ornn is the response potentially to Nasus up there. Nice response, because Ornn not really in need of attack speed or of move speed, and able to deal with that wither very well.
Yeah, just to stand there and take the damage.
You're Ornn. What else are you gonna do? Just sit there and burn them with your cloak or whatever item you're building that has bannies in it, and do your grasp damage once every 4 seconds.
And hit each other with your noodle.
Yeah, of course. I think if I were Nasus into Ornn, I'd be thinking, great, I'll just sit here and hit the minions. Well, what are we gonna do to each other? And we've got a Smolder ban coming out in addition to a Lux ban. And so, without either of those, it's very interesting. I know Fibelicia very interested in playing Lux whenever they can. I've seen that Lux come out anytime I've watched Fibelicia play. And we've got Jhin coming out as a ban as well against Tiltree Clinton.
Yeah, last week they had some pretty good Jhin games. Tiltree did.
Right. And let's see, rounding out the bans, last one coming out from Blazing Bowman will be... Oh, it looks like they're deciding pretty long here, and it's the Caitlyn ban that comes out. So no bans. Oh, seems like they know pretty sure, I suppose, that that's Sky's Morgana on the red side, and so they're not worried about support at all. Instead, they're opting for 2 ADC bans in this second round, as just the mid lane and the ADC remain to be chosen for Zyra Zaddies. We'll see which one comes out first right now. We've got the Zaya pickup, not Zyra. Zyra's Zaddies, not Zaddies. Wonder if anyone in chat was calling that out.
So, oh yeah, wait, they weren't there yet. Yeah, no, I was just about to say Maple Mamba was asking in the chat, since Pearl teams are picked for them instead of drafted, are players stuck with the roles that they are selected for? And the answer is no. In the chat, people can trade if they want to, but it's generally picked to keep the teams balanced because there's a high range of rank difference in Pearl.
Okay, interesting. We do have Brand coming out for Tiltree Clinton, an APC, another APC combo, as we seem to have a very interesting combination here. We've got Syndra support on the blue side with Brand APC, Motown Bob in the mid lane on Hui, so loading up on the AP damage for Vigar's Vixens. I mean, Vigar loading up on AP, that's not too much of a surprise. And then on the AD side, we've got Xin Zhao and Nasus. At least it's rounded out there. We've got two. And then for Zyra's Zaddies, we have got Zaya and either Morgana or Swain in the bot lane. I could see either of them, as Sky is a big fan of Swain. It could be C9 Snoops either on Swain or on Morgana here.
I think it's Hui support. Oh, you already said that. Never mind.
Is it Hui support? Oh, is Fibelisha on mid lane? I didn't see that. That could be.
I think. I wasn't looking, unfortunately. But
okay, let's hear our Pearl stats. I'm very interested.
Okay. There is one champ that out of 10 games has 100% win rate. And has only been... Well, go ahead.
It's been in 10 games in Pearl, and it has a 100% win rate.
Right, and it's only been banned twice.
It's only been banned twice. Okay. I'm thinking for the Pearl League, who would that be? I'm thinking it could be Xin Zhao. Is it a jungler? Like Xin Zhao?
It is a jungler.
Is a jungler, but it's not Xin Zhao. Okay. I don't know. Who is it? Volibear. Wow. The Volibear in the Pearl League actually is the winningest champion? Is that right?
That is correct. 10 times, 100% win rate. Only banned twice. Oh, I guess thrice now, because they were banned in this game, in this lobby right here. Right? So there's that.
I see.
Then there's another one. The next highest has won 6 times, 100% win rate.
Could that be Warwick? I could see that being true.
Not well, Warwick's on the list.
You said is on the list or is not?
Is not.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Who is it?
That would be Garen.
Garen. Okay. Obviously, no Garen in this game. I don't think we saw it in either of the bans, but perhaps.
Followed. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say perhaps it's someone else that is not in among these 10 players, among the other 10 players who are often in our games.
It's possible. It is possible. And then there's a lot of 100% win rate champs, but Smolder and J4 are the other with mini games.
I could absolutely find that tracking because of how long the games tend to go in Pearl. I don't think this one is going to go long. I think we're going to see a very interesting game come out. I mean, we've got 2 stackers here. We've got Syndra and Nasus. But the edge that I would give is more towards Warwick, an early to mid game carry. Zaya, who shines in the mid game. Of course, Ornn wants those masterwork items to come out, but that can be accomplished by 30 minutes. What can't be accomplished by 30 minutes is peak Nasus.
Right.
Peak Syndra can pop out by that time, but I think the fear from Warwick, the AoE control from Swain, the AoE control from Ornn, and then Morgana, it might be up to you to stop Hui, stop Brand, stop Syndra from getting onto your carry, especially Xayah in this. I think it's a dangerous game of who can get the spell stun on first, but I'd have to give it a little bit over to Zyra Zaddy's. Just a little bit of the edge.
I agree with you. One more fact.
Okay, let's do it.
The most popular champion in Pearl.
The most?
At 26 times played, 12 times banned. With
Wow.
a presence of 38.
Is that Morgana?
No, but it does start with an M.
Okay, not Morgana, but it does start with an M. It's not Milio, is it? That can't be.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, now I'm gonna have to go through my brain for M champions.
I can just tell you.
Oh, go ahead.
It's Misfortune.
Misfortune, that makes a lot of sense. She's super popular in the ADC role. Obviously, she's not going anywhere else.
And Warwick is number 2.
Warwick.
At 11.
Yeah,
And
Warwick.
25 times banned. Jeez.
I love seeing Warwick. Yes, but let's get into it. We do have a Warwick being played by Jogan, as we are now ready to start game 2 of the night. Ooh, Zane Zephyr launching down that miasma pool, the dark pool, as we begin this game in the Pearl League. And we've got Sky and C9 Snoops in the bot lane together. Oh, I was a little confused as to where Snoops and where Swain would go. 2 separate types of questions, as very interesting lanes we've got. Ooh, Sky with the quick root and pull onto Tilbury Clinton, as there's some exchanging of blows there already.
Wonder if this Syndra pick is inspired by the last game.
Oh, would they have any idea? When I played, I don't know about you, Mike, but I was not watching or paying attention to anything other than the games that I was in.
I was, if there was like time in between the games, I would pull it up sometimes and just see what was going on. But I think no, I typically didn't either.
Yeah. And here we have that 5 Alicia Syndra support and the Brand ignoring the wave, as the wave is in a really good spot for them even without needing to use their spells on it. Still, they're able to just target C9 Snoops and Sky, make it double AP, double mage bot lane. That is not something I would want to deal with. Ooh, is the Scorch and the magic damage burn coming out from Brand onto C9 Snoops, leaves him with just a third of his HP at just level 1, and level 2 is securely in the hands. Ooh, C9 Snoops forced away as Jogan is now coming in for a lane gank onto Bibalisha, forcing a flash out immediately, as now Sky gets level 2, but C9 Snoops still at level 1. Oh god, this is scary for both sides, as now C9 Snoops not able to get all of the CS experience to themselves. Okay,
So-
big danger zone. Ooh, C9 Snoops is stunned, ignited, and the flashes come out, but will it be enough, as Tilbury Clinton able to get a beautiful ignite as both summoners are spent, and Sky will be felled for first blood, headed over to Tilbury
As
Clinton.
Warwick comes starting running in bot lane, hot on the heels of Tilbury Clinton and 5 Alicia. Will he dive the turret? Yes, he does. He flashes and he gets the support kill, but unfortunately the turret turns around and kills him in return.
Yeah, and here we see Cake Monster doing a lane gank in onto Zane Zephyr. Unfortunately, not able to get much out of it, as Zane Zephyr is able to just walk out without using flash. That dive that we just saw from Jogan, crazy. Cake Monster comes right back in as Motown Bot flashes in as well. The QQ from Hui, and it is not enough to get the rest of Zane Zephyr's HP, as they are forced to flash away.
That dive was personal.
Yeah, I'm not sure how worth it is at the very beginning of your clear. Of course, you do get a little gold infusion for Warwick, but as you are now trying to clear the rest of your jungle, you're maybe hoping that Cake Monster has not taken advantage of of anything that you're obviously not on your side. Tilted Clinton full combo and Alicia full combo. The electrocutes come out as Tilted Clinton gets their 3rd kill of the game in just 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Here's Jogan coming in on a gank onto Blazing Bowman. Blazing Bowman popping that ghost, able to simply walk right through and to the safety of their minions. Sky in a bit of danger, gets stunned by Tilted Clinton as the full combo comes out, and Alicia takes the kill with that last auto. And it is now quite a dominant bot lane for Veigar's Vixens.
So this is precisely the kind of bullshit that Tiltree likes to pull.
Yeah.
Super high damage bot lanes, right? And very good at it. Like that's, I don't mean that in a, I just hate to play against it, because he just comes through full throttle, all the damage they can. And it works.
Yeah, and it's very scary to deal with, especially as an ADC who does not have a sustain support. It's like, oh, what counters the mage bot lane, the poke mage? It's only sustain support, and instead, Sky, of course, able to pull out those roots onto Tiltree and on Alicia, but they're both pretty long-range mages. Sky's
right.
not going to be able to do it without risking their own life as well.
And in that champ select, are you suspecting that the Morgana is going to be anywhere but support?
No.
Right.
Here's Alicia. Ooh, gets rooted by that Dark Binding coming out from Zane Zephyr and able to dodge the QE from Syndra, as Zane Zephyr pretty deftly avoiding any danger there. Yeah, I would be pretty surprised if that were what's happening. Morgana might be the answer on this team so far, but still, perhaps not enough sustain to deal with the constant poke from Syndra and long-range burn damage coming out from Brand.
Right, but I think hopefully for, I mean, they're not too far behind, right? And actually, if you look at, now that I'm looking at it, Morgana is super ahead in farm. Well, super ahead, 20 farm ahead of Hui.
Yeah.
Right, so it may be just the lead that they need.
Right, maybe a similar vibe emerging to what we saw last game with the mid versus bot divide. As
this is almost
Jogan,
exactly how it started out.
Jogan coming in for a gank onto Alicia and Tilted Clinton. Alicia able to push Jogan away, and the gank is neutralized pretty swiftly. Okay, all normal here on every front. As we see, it's exactly what we expected up in the top lane. Both top laners, very little mana. Of course, just continuing the farming game that they've got going on there.
It's a good day to farm.
Yeah, that farmer Nasus has returned to his fields, happy to do another day's work. Sky and Snoops, though, tragically underleveled in this lane, as they've not been able to spend enough time near the CS, and it's a dangerous game that they're playing, as they are now pushed even further away than under their turret by the two mages, who are able to just do so much damage from the outside. Jogan trying to apply enough pressure to get Snoops to where he needs to be, but the wards from Tilted Clinton and Alicia are great. Ooh, the flash and the ult coming out leads to a double kill for the blue side bot lane, as Tilted Clinton and Alicia establish major dominance in this lane. Oh god. It's hard to deal with a lane like this. In solo queue, for example, this would be the angle where, as Swain support, you say, what can I do here that I can't do better and so get a win against someone who's not fed in another lane?
Right, yeah, get one of these other champs fed, roam around and either help out with objectives, or but everybody on his team is kind of pushed up, right? So he may not be able to get the sneaky.
We see the beginning of a handshake here as Jogan and Zane Zephyr go for the grubs, and Cake Monster able to start up this dragon. Seemingly no issues from either of the relevant lanes. Of course, Motown Bob not there to contest the Void Grubs, and C9 Snoops and Sky, I imagine they want that experience more than they want to stop Cake Monster from taking the first dragon of the game. It's an easy handshake.
Oh, it is, but Warwick is making Zin pay for it a little bit more than I think he knew he was. He's just going in and taking his wolves, probably taking his Grump.
Yeah.
Zin Xiao is just going in, finishing up his red size jungle.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, this is a dangerous position for C9 Snoops. You could see how far away he feels he needs to play there, as Ibletia and Tiltree Clinton are able to choke C9 Snoops out of nearly 40 CS in the gap that is formed between Tiltree and Snoops. And normally, I think you would say Tiltree Clinton farms champions, not farm.
I mean, he's doing that. He's doing that too.
Yeah.
In fairness, I'm pretty sure the farm came second.
Yeah, and here we see Jogan walking over a ward as Fibleisha is going to try to push Jogan away. Does get the minor version of the stun, just the push. And, oh, Jogan trying to come back in. Unfortunately, being toyed with almost there from Tiltree Clinton and Fibleisha as... Let's take a break to look at this noodle fight up at the top lane. Got Blazing Bowman and Kib. Ooh, but Kib is ready for the ult as Blazing Bowman does get knocked up. The Brittle is contributing, and now the ult and Ghost are popped by Nasus. Kib flashing away. Will it be enough? Blazing Bowman gets a solo kill up in the top lane. I have to rescind that noodle comment as Blazing Bowman. Let's see.
Oh.
216 stacks at 10 minutes. That is quite it's a really good amount of stacks.
It's a good amount of stacks, and really unexpected that he'd be able to kill Ornn so quickly.
Yeah, ooh, okay, Jogan committed here. Ooh, but the ults come out from both Fibleisha and, ooh, the ult is popped by Sky as they are able to get a shutdown onto Tiltree Clinton, and Jogan just trying to walk out of there. The minion will secure the kill for Tiltree Clinton as Fibleisha trying to get away from Sky. Just 10% of their HP left. They do get hit by that W, and C9 Snoops now forced back from the wave by Motown Bob as there's a little bit of relief for red side.
And the Swain, although he's obviously behind in lane, is doing a really good job of poking and hitting his Ws and landing his poles. But unfortunately, I just don't think it's enough for the lead that's already there.
Right, where we see likely a Malignance coming out from Sky on Swain. And we'll see, as, you know, they're probably thinking the team fights will come. It won't be all just Brand and Syndra destroying us in lane. Right. There has to be a future.
Yeah, one lost lane does not a lost game make.
Right. But still, ooh, Jogan coming in onto Blazing Bowman. Blazing Bowman able to just walk away as there's a 4-level gap there.
As we discovered last game.
That's true. Sky forced onto their turret in just the bad position of being in that narrow space. Let's see. Got Cake Monster going for the enemy blue buff, but Zane Zephyr is here with a ward. A nice ward for them. Ooh, but Tiltree Clinton gets a nice kill in the bot lane on the Sky. Zane Zephyr trying to force Cake Monster off of this blue buff, smite it away, and Cake Monster will leave with that blue buff. Of course, Jogan doing the exact same thing in the opposite side. Cake Monster looking for a potential dive here. Fibleisha gets the QE stun onto C9 Snoops, and now C9 Snoops in danger as Cake Monster ease on. C9 Snoops flashes away, but the flash is followed up by Tiltree Clinton as Fibleisha takes the kill. And it's a successful dive from blue side. This is dangerous. Of course, we've got a 43 CS gap in the mid lane in favor of red side. Zane Zephyr may be the only glue that's holding this together as Jogan is now able to get onto Blazing Bowman. The ult comes out as Kib is now in danger. Blazing Bowman does not have a lot of mana. The ult comes out from Jogan. Will it be enough to get the kills onto Blazing Bowman? No, the Q comes out, and now Blazing Bowman is ready for this 2v1 that they didn't ask for, but they are willing to finish as Motown Bob takes Jogan's last bit of HP with a QW. And 5 Legion Tilted Clinton are coming mid. Zane Zephyr forced to flash away. Oh, it is all falling apart, unfortunately, for Zyra Zaddies. Oh, wow. The blind QW for Motown Bob on Hui takes Zane Zephyr's last bit of HP, and that will make a 6,000 CF gold gap.
That was a good guess.
Very good.
And I want to talk about the Nasus diving the turret there. Took virtually no damage, I'm assuming because of his ult. But still quite impressive.
Yeah, and with that, it's going to be likely 2 dragons as Sky, C9, and Snoops, Jogan are trying to look here, but will not be able to get anything. The Ignite comes out onto Snoops as blue team secures the Chemtech Drake. Sky and Jogan had gone around the other way, and C9 Snoops forced to go the long way around back to lane. Oh, danger, as soon the gold gap is going to increase and increase between these two teams, and it's looking more and more like Baker's Vixens are very, very comfortably in the lead. Okay, Zane Zephyr able to get the root and the R onto Syndra. Beautiful shutdown for them. Exactly what they would ask for here. Okay. See a little bit of a lane swap as Kib has come down into the mid lane, leaving Blazing Bowman up in the top lane to potentially take the rest of this turret easily.
And that's one of the conundrums when you're facing a Nasus that is fed, right? Like, do you leave him alone? Do you farm? Right? He's just going to farm you and do what he wants anyway. So do you go somewhere else and try to get a win, or do you let him push?
Yeah, it's extremely dangerous to do so either way, as we see 15 minutes and 348 stacks at Blazing Bowman. Seeing Jogan here is ready, popping the ghost, looking for Jogan here. Jogan is gonna flash away, ults Blazing Bowman under turret, but that RQ from Nasus is going to secure the kill onto Jogan as Fibelisha gets a solo bolo kill onto C9 Snoops. That is the support, by the way. Blazing Bowman now ready to 1v3, trying to look for the support. Sky there, as Kib may now be in danger. Nasus running out of mana a little bit. Oh, here we go. The Brittle doing the percentage HP damage that Blazing Bowman is so...
Teleport coming in.
Yeah.
Going in on the dude man, Ornn.
Yeah.
And they...
And there we see a return kill as Cake Monster is able to secure the kill onto Kib, and Motan Bob gets the final bit of Sky's HP there. Okay, Jogan returning after having been slain up here, trying to get the spear, trying to push Motan Bob and Cake Monster into the turret. Unfortunately, not able to, just gets a little bit of pressure and relief there as the gap has grown to 7,000 between these two teams as the Rift Herald is dropped by Cake Monster into the top lane as Jogan struggles. Motan Bob sends out that ult. And with that, this looks like it's going to be a tier 2 top turret gone, taken by Veigar's Vixens. Ooh, just about, not quite.
And a tier 2 mid, it looks like maybe.
This is just too much.
Yeah, they're just pushing. Tiltry and Fibelisha are pushing into the mid turret. Stop the recall of Xayah. Felicia comes in and tries to run away from the Swain. Swain ults, killing. Oh, and everybody comes in to kill the illustrious bot lane of Veigar's Vixens.
Yeah, a beautiful collapse from all 5 members, or all 4 members, I should say, that are alive of Zyra Zaddies, as they accomplish getting those shutdowns. Very nice.
That also was personal. Felt very personal.
Yeah. And a lot of the gold has been transferred onto Jogan. We'll see if they are able to, as Warwick, push it around the map enough that 7,000 gold gap still exists, thanks to the plates taken by Veigar's Vixens.
And Nasus is just doing Nasus things, right? Just pushing that wave and not really caring who shows up. But he can see Ornn and he can see Xayah, so he knows that only 3 people are coming after him, and he can take pretty much anyone on.
Yeah.
Or run away from him with his Wither.
And we'll see. 444 at 18 minutes. I've learned recently the standard is 400 at 20 minutes. So Blazing Bowman very far ahead of where they should be, the par for Nasus. I would be scared if I were Sky or Zane Zephyr coming in, especially now seeing that Fibelisha and Cake Monster are right behind. Sky looking for a root, pops that ult, and they're looking for Fibelisha. Fibelisha Zanya's as Blazing Bowman gets onto Jogun. Jogun forced to ult away, but Sky is able to get that kill onto Fibelisha. Now with a blue buff, they're looking to get Cake Monster here. Zane Zephyr launching the Dark Binding, unfortunately not able to connect. Blazing Bowman coming right back around as Sky gets the root, and now it is a potential collapse of 4 members of the red team. Nasus pops that ult, getting onto Zane Zephyr. Zane Zephyr is going to fall as Cake Monster follows them all the way across with that flash. C9 Snoops trying to flash away, but will it be enough? They do get the root on, but the Wither is coming out as Motan Bob secures that kill. And it looks like a Mountain Drake to secure Soul Point for Veigar's Vixens.
And that Nasus Q is doing half of pretty much anyone's health at this point.
Yeah, it's extremely scary. At this early stage, I'd say, it's just reached 20 minutes. Blue side has achieved more than 400 stacks on Nasus. 3 Drakes to potentially get a Mountain Soul, which would make Nasus even tankier. And a nearly 8,000 gold lead over their opponents.
And with the exception of Morgana, oh.
Yeah, Fibelisha is going down here as Sky is able to get another kill there, resisting the damage coming out from both Tiltree Clinton and Syndra and Motown Bob. But Blazing Bowman, notably not here during these team fights, able to get so many of these turrets. And this is the only tier 2 turret remaining down in the bot lane that Blazing Bowman is just pushing down constantly on.
Well, turrets win games.
Turrets win games because they open up the most important objective in the game, the enemy nexus.
Exactly. It's not over until the fat nexus sings.
Right. Until the $100 explosion,
yes.
the nexus boom comes out on our screen.
It gives you the, it's only the last hit, though. You have to get the last hit.
Right. Let's take a look at the items that each team has. We've got different burn items coming out. We've got Leandry's and the Deathfire Touch coming out from Tiltree Clinton in the bot lane as brand. Then we've got just the Deathfire Touch coming out from Motown Bob. Both of them very far ahead in terms of, I mean, not far ahead of their lane opponents, because we see that nearly 80 CS gap for Zane Zephyr over Motown Bob, but what we do see is not too much of an item gap, considering that Motown Bob has gotten 3 kills and Zane Zephyr only has 1. In the bot lane, though, we see the gap is a little bit wider. Tiltree Clinton has been able to get CS and kills to get them both of those beautiful, strong items that Brand needs to do massive teamfight damage.
All the farm.
Right. We've got Kib, the only member of the red team that is up on this side of the map, as Motown, Bob, Tiltree Clinton, Fibelisha, and Cake Monster are looking here. Will secure a quick kill onto Kib as the Baron is wide open for them to take should they desire it. And Tiltree Clinton says to start it, Cake Monster getting that ward. Now it's looking like it's going to be a Baron in the hands of Veigar's Vixens, as only Zane Zephyr, Jogun, and C9 Snoops are in a position to contest. Sky on the way. Okay, Fibelisha once again rooted and being burned down by that Dragon Force to flash out as Zane Zephyr pops that ult. Blazing Bowman is trying to get on top of them, fleeing, rooted, stunned, but it is not enough as Blazing Bowman secures this kill onto Sky, and Zane Zephyr likely going to fall, and C9 Snoops also in such danger from the Brand burn and Motown Bob's burn. Without the Baron, they may just look to take an inhibitor here. Motown Bob flashes forward, does not land that QW on Snoops.
Yeah, those QWs are spot on though. Like that one was close.
Yes.
Those are hard to hit because they take so long to proc.
See, Blazing Bowman TPing, ghosting, running forward at C9 Stoops, lands that Q as Kib is looking to ult Blazing Bowman, but may find they regret that as they're forced to E back to their Nexus turrets. And now it is 4 members of blue side as Jogan flashes onto Fibalicia, gets the kill, but then is going to give up their own life in return. Sky
Nasus
here alone.
Yeah, Nasus going in, diving the turret for... Oh, never mind. Swain pushes him away and continues on after the Nasus. Nasus running away from the Swain.
Yeah, this is a very brave Swain support with just the Spectre's Cowl, Oblivion Orb, and Malignance. Sky is able to push away all 3 members of the blue team.
Hey, you know what? I'm impressed, and that Swain is mighty braver than I would be.
Yes. You see, Cake Monster able to secure the blue buff on the enemy side.
I think it was pretty obvious, and
yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think it was pretty obvious in my face there that I was surprised.
Yeah. It's like, uh-oh, what's happening here? Oh, they're successful. Intimidation rolled a natural 20 on that.
When freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
Yeah. And here we have Blazing Bowman and Motembab competing, perhaps, for some CS in the mid lane, as they're both looking to get some priority here. It's Soul up for blue side here, as Cake Monster is going to start it, and Blazing Bowman's going to be there to assist, while Fibalicia, Tiltery, and Motembab begin their assaults, again, getting some prio in the mid lane. Jogan wants blood, though, launching the ult onto Fibalicia, but Tiltery Clinton is here for a little bit of help, gets all of the combo out, but Jogan is going to be able to get that kill. Beautifully done. Sky in danger as Cake Monster jumps on and gets the kill there, as Kib forced to flash out, and the Jogan just with 10% of their HP, maybe even less. Blazing Bowman quickly gets the Q onto them. Cake Monster continues the assault. This may be the end for red side here, as it's now 3 members down, 23 seconds until Sky comes back up, and 4 members of the blue team launching an assault on the mid lane. You see that inhibitor go down, as there are only 2 ranged minions, and Zane Zephyr is going to quickly be able to get rid of them. Still, the dance. Tilter Clinton stands still. Stands strong in front of the Nexus turrets.
Swain's back up, but it looks like Nasus is going to go top and maybe secure that with the Morgana. Like his Q should do... Nope. Morgana ult comes in on the Nasus. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
And Jogan actually is going to fall as Blazing Bowman is able to lifesteal enough. Ooh, but Zane Zephyr Flash Q is going to do it. But Tilter Clinton able to get a beautiful ult onto both of them. And Kib and C9 Snoops are the only ones left here. Kib tries to launch their ult, but is knocked up, fleeing, and stunned. And now it is once again 4 members of the blue team against just 1. Cake Monster jumping onto Snoops, and now it is a full ace, as there are 20 seconds separating any resistance from the red side. And they're taking the inhibitor, even though it looks like Nexus is pretty open. Let's see. They take the second inhibitor, and that is going to be nearly the end of the game, as only Jogan is about to respawn. Will he be able to push them away? Ooh, looks like the intimidation check seems to be working. Oh no, Jogan's stuck in place, stunned, rooted, and that will be a lot of damage coming out from Brand and Syndra. 1 Nexus turret is gone as Sky opens up their ult and tries to get onto Tiltery Clinton. Does not land that root, and Zane Zephyr does not hit the Dark Binding onto Fibalicia, as Fibalicia now running away. Jogan able to get onto there. Cake Monster ults, and Jogan ults in return. It looks like it's going to be a full ace from the red side, as Nasus still ult ghosts, gets onto the Nexus, and quickly dispatches with this game, as Game 2 of the night goes to Veigar's Vixens in quite a dominating fashion.
That was a valiant effort on the part of Zyra Zaddies, right? Like we had, the brave little Swain that could. I'm shocked. I'm shook that worked against that Nasus.
Yeah, Blazing Bowman, not doing the most damage in the game. That would go to Tilter Clinton. You can expect Brand to do so much damage in every game that they're in.
Especially against a Morgana. Or, I'm sorry, an Ornn.
Yes, where there's a lot of HP to be burned, max HP percentage to be burned. Blazing Bowman, able to put out so much damage as Nasus with tank, with Mountain Soul. It was truly devastating for Zyra Zaddy's there. And surprising to the casters, I'll say, because I give the edge a little bit to the red side, but not knowing that Nasus would scale so quickly.
Oh yeah, that was a very good farming done on Nasus's part. I give the MVP to Nasus.
Yeah, if not Tiltree Clinton. I mean, it's a tough one.
Yeah. They both did very well.
Yes, extremely well done, and a great display before we open up the invitational voting. And so, Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies versus Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association are who we're going to be watching in our last game of the night. And somehow we are here, almost ready, before 9 p.m. Central. We'll be taking a short break before we start that up, but stick around as we are almost ready for our final game of the night. And the final game that we'll be watching on stream before invitational voting goes out on Sunday. Stick around. It'll be starting in just a few minutes.
Ooh, and this is the game. This is the game we were talking about. Pest versus Skippy McSkipper.
Ooh, yes, I'm very excited. Stick around and you'll see who the mid lane suggestions should be, if not both. And we are back just in time for the last draft of the night. I saw that lobby start to get ready, and they said, start it up. We're ready.
It's time to go.
And first
Good.
bans are going to come from Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies on behalf of the Star.
A farter.
As they say, no way. Pest does not want to see Hui come out of Skippy McSkipper, and I wouldn't either.
They were either watching the stream or looking at stats.
Yeah, and seeing a pentakill come out in that first game of the night must have been, you know, scary. I would not want to go against someone who went 17, 0, and 9 and got a pentakill in that game. It seems like an instant carry.
Shen ban? Interesting, that must be a targeted ban.
Yeah, or, I mean, I'm not sure of any top matchups in which Shen is a complete counter. Yeah, not really sure. But we do have a Syndra ban going right back onto Pest after the Hui ban targets Skippy McSkipper.
Well, if memory serves, the first game also had, like, Italian Nazis' Gay Rights Association had a Syndra the first game too, didn't they? Am I remembering wrong? Wasn't it a Syndra ADC?
It was Syndra ADC on the opposite side.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, while they had Hui, they were facing a Syndra APC. Because it was Hui against Silas in the mid lane. And then it was Syndra versus a real ADC, but I cannot recall who. And that should tell you a little bit about how that bot lane went in that first game. But ready to redeem themselves, I believe it was Jinx.
I believe it was Jinx, you are correct.
And first off, we've got Jules picking Bel'Veth. That is going to be the new Bel'Veth. Mike, are you familiar with the Bel'Veth changes?
No.
So, you may know Bel'Veth stacks up over the course of the game. And from taking epic objectives, she unleashes what I would call her mother form, where she goes into the bat form.
Yeah.
Yeah. When she takes the Baron, she gets the minions, but taking any epic objective puts her into like a new form. Now, she is going to be able to access that form a lot sooner, and she's going to be able to stay in it for longer, and she's going to be much, it's much more difficult to clear on Bel'Veth in the early game, whereas her Q used to have a 1-second cooldown, not per direction, but just in terms of being able to use the next Q going Q, Q, Q if they're available. Now at level 1, it's a 4-second cooldown. So she's going to be slower on the uptake, but once she gets ramped, she's going to feel like much more of the champion that Bel'Veth was promised to be. That scaler, that giant monster that is ramping up over time.
Which she was as long as she didn't die, right? Because her passive previously was if she got, she'd hold on to it. Her little, I forget what they're called, little voidlings.
I think there was a timer on it.
Oh, was there a timer? Okay, I thought it was like I thought you had to get dragon and you had to get baron, or something.
Yeah,
whatever.
I can't remember
saying
the
it's the
exact
form.
way. Yeah.
Okay.
But we do see for each side now. Sorry to interrupt you, but now that we're in the second ban phase, I want to go over at least what the first few picks were. We've got both junglers and bot lanes already decided. Pretty traditional. We don't have any APCs. We've got Jinx, Thresh, Sejuani for Quaib's team on the right side here. Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association. Sejuani's a Quaib, pretty standard pick, and Quaib is known to farm champions on Sejuani. On the left side, on blue side here, Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies, got Bel'Veth, Leona, Xayah. Pretty great disengage and getting on to Jinx at the same time. Ignoring Thresh might be exactly what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, and so far this looks like the most meta following game we've seen tonight.
Yeah, At least traditional meta. I've seen some really crazy
sure.
bot lane tier lists, Mike, that you would not want to see. Silas in the S tier, Seraphine in the S tier, Syndra really high up there. Why?
I mean, we just saw it work.
Yeah, right. We did see it work, but it's like, why is this the new meta? What is happening here?
It's, up is down, down is up.
Yeah, mid lane is
White is black,
ADC,
black is white.
right? Yeah, it's scary. As we see in our second round of picks, we've got Echo in the mid lane for Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association for Skippy McSkipper, and in response, we see Pest with potentially a counterpick on Cassiopeia.
Mark my words, if League ever changes enough to where Yuumi can win in the jungle alone, I'm out.
You're out. Okay. I don't think it's gonna happen. So I think you're in. I think you just locked yourself into League of Legends forever.
I didn't say that was the only reason I could leave.
Right. Oh,
but I was thinking about it.
it.
I was thinking about it today. I was like, I've played this game for a long time, and it's surprising that I, still play it.
Yeah. Pretty consistent. I mean, I think most people in the league here, pretty long time players, especially as we get in the Ruby League, where these are some veterans who there are very few surprises that I think are thrown at these players. They know everything that's coming their way.
That's right. It's funny. A friend of mine was asking, was like, "Well, I want to get into League," and I was like, "Don't." He's like, "Why not?" I was like, "It's
too
like
late.
I've been playing it for. It's too late. Like it's got such a high learning curve. I don't even know how to teach you." Like,
yeah, it's like you need flashcards. Like, this is what Mordekaiser Q looks like. This is what Mordekaiser W looks like. This is how long you should expect before the shield comes back up.
Right. And this yeah, and this doesn't this community notwithstanding, like the League community in general is the worst community.
Yeah, pretty bad on there, on the list.
This community is great. Like CMSA is great. By the way, you should join if you haven't yet. But just if you do solo queue, half the time when I'm playing by myself, I'm like, why do I play this game?
Yeah. And so now that we are ready, we've got just 3 minutes until the game starts. We finished that draft up with Mordekaiser versus Fiora in the top lane. Doesn't seem like we have any surprises here. How wonderful. We kind of know exactly where everyone's going.
We say that.
We do say that.
You say that. You say that, and Okay, so let's try the reverse. So, guess who in Ruby has the worst win rate?
We're talking champions, not players, right?
Oh yeah, no, I would never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would never point that out. Available on CMSA esports.com.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
I would never point that out. No, don't scroll. Scroll up to the top. Let's celebrate the people who have really high win rates, like Pest and Skippy McSkipper, who we're gonna watch in the mid lane today. So, I'm bad. Okay, so high win rates worst win rate of champions in the Ruby League. I'm gonna put it on an ADC. I'm gonna say Caitlyn.
Good guess.
Caitlyn. It is Caitlyn.
It is Caitlyn, who coincidentally also gets banned a lot.
She's annoying, and the metas in which Caitlyn is powerful, Caitlyn feels completely oppressive. Caitlyn feels like you can't lane against her, and you're constantly worried of, will I be trapped in the dragon pit? Will I be trapped away from... And if you're a support, it's even worse, because you can't even walk up to get your tribute stacks against Caitlyn. She stops the mage supports from being able to do what they do. She may only really be countered by the sustain enchanters who are able to deal with her poke. And even then, Caitlyn is typically paired with someone who's doing even more poke. When Caitlyn's picked, if she's picked with Lux, if she's picked with Vel'Koz, if she's picked Brand, for whatever godforsaken reason, these mages are taking over the bot lane in the support role as well. She just is the most annoying. She's Mel level of get her out of my game, please. I will say
absolutely.
now she's not really that strong. Like, this is not a Caitlyn meta.
No, but you're right. She still is annoying, right? Like, you
Mhm.
got to worry about her traps. She could get away from anything. She can kill
Mhm.
somebody from really far away. I get it, right? So, and this is kind of like an anecdotal question based on the stats, purely the stats. What champ do you think is the scariest to me
The
in
scariest.
in Ruby, just based on win rate?
Oh,
Like, I
to
gave you 100%
you.
win rate.
So for your perspective, out of the
So
champion.
I'm looking at win rate, the highest win rate for the highest amount of games.
Did we go over this already? It probably
No, I
is.
gave that was 100%. Like, his win
Okay,
rate's.
okay.
Well, I gave away his. Their win rate is not 100%, but it's really high. It's 85.7 out of 7 games.
I mean, I would think
We won one.
you're not
Or
a fan
lost
of.
one.
Is there an assassin up there? Is that who you're worried about?
This is not I'm doing it based purely on stats.
Based purely
I,
on
I
stats.
probably I probably worded it wrong.
All right, who is it? Let's hear the reasoning.
Mundo.
Oh,
Mundo.
Dr. Mundo, yes.
Because he's won 85% of his games out of 7 games, right? So, like, it's starting to follow the law of big numbers, or the rule of big numbers,
Yes.
or large number, whatever the name of the statistical thing is.
Right. He's scary to me. I don't like how he goes wherever he pleases. I don't want him to go there. He wants to go places I don't want him to go.
It's been proven that Mundo does go where he pleases.
Yeah. And with that, we are ready to begin our last game of the night. We see the Moss Stomper is the first one to join us on the field, as Quaib has chosen the green quest, and on the opposite side, Jules taking the Gust Walker Hatchling quest for that extra move speed. And let's see, it's set to be a banger. I know I set this one up to be a mid lane fight, but still, we've got great matchups all across the board here. I think we chose correctly. We've got Whitefire, Black Lily, the Star, Shark Attack, Jules, and Quaib. Quaib potentially walking into dangerous waters here as they take a little bit of damage. They thought better than to walk completely into this jungle. Maybe somehow the Spidey senses were going off, but on the opposite side, we've got Shark Attack and Black Lily. They somehow managed to get close enough to this bush here. We'll see. I want to watch here specifically of what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Wait
the Star
for him to
walking
come
in. The Star is in for that. Okay, you know, after that, it's a disengage. Seems to be about an even trade if you catalog the damage that went on to both Black Lily and Shark Attack there. And
Yeah.
in the mid lane, Skippy McSkipper and Pest are already skirmishing. A little bit of an advantage potentially to Pest, as Pest has taken Q first and landed just enough to leave Skippy McSkipper below half health already.
Each one of these lanes is, you can tell who got the counter pick, I think.
Yes. Pretty clear counter picks and like meta, and maybe inside of their pocket picks, what they each want. Shark Attack landing a beautiful hook onto the Star, gets on, the ignites are traded out, and Shark Attack is going to fall as Whitefire flashes forward for first blood. The Star still raring to go as both lethal tempos are stacked up. The barrier comes out from Black Lily as well as the Star. The Star able to get an E beautifully onto Black Lily that saves Whitefire. And it is a double kill in the bot lane for Xayah.
And that is a pretty secure first 2 minutes for bot lane on Blaine's pirate booty. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Pirate booty baddies.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm on Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies, I'm thinking, all right, let's keep the tempo up. Let's keep the pace, because that is a great start. Okay, the Pest landing beautiful miasmas onto Skippy McSkipper. This is potentially the end, as Skippy McSkipper is slain in a solo kill. Wow. Okay, Poggle and Durganoon trading blows there. The ignite comes out from Poggle onto Durganoon, but it is not enough as Durganoon is actually forced to flash away, and Poggle keeping their flash. That might spell a difference. Let's keep that in mind for the next time they scrap.
And Pest was really dishing out the damage there for this early in the game, right? Like, it was impressive, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So 20.
Pest on Cassiopeia is very threatening. It makes me think, wow, Cassiopeia is a better champion than I thought.
Right.
Okay, and we see Quaib also respecting backing in this bush just in case Pest goes for anything here. Of course, also got Jules coming down into the bot lane here. Shark Attack throwing that Q out, and Black Lily seems to be in danger. Oh, the Lantern from Shark Attack, beautifully placed to save Black Lily from that gank from Jules. Thresh is quite the demon of a support. What can Thresh not do? Not sure. Only healing? That's the only thing missing potentially from Thresh's kit that a support really needs.
No, I mean, he can get Knight's Vow.
Yeah. Knight's Vow would be nice. Okay, Pest and Skippy McSkipper going right back at it as Skippy McSkipper launches that ignited Pest, but Pest gets another solo kill onto Skippy. Okay. Pest's dominance already pretty established in this lane.
Asserted. Yeah, and Thresh is like the perfect counter into Leona, right? Like she goes in, he can just play.
Yeah.
Or ult.
It is nicely done, but I mean the star has been that last play, the first play, I should say, where the star gets the aftershock to get enough resistances to stay in, then goes back in onto Black Lily with what could have been a 1v2 return kill that put Italian Nasus's Gay Rights Association ahead. Ooh.
I wasn't expecting it.
Let me interrupt myself. Poggle has baited Durganoon just close enough that, oh, with that ult coming out, is Poggle in a dangerous position? The W comes out, and Durganoon will fall as Poggle and Quaib are able to put them down. Skippy McSkipper just in such dire straits here as the poison will take the last ticks of their HP and is now 3-0 in the mid lane in favor of Pest.
Yeah, I think Skippy is getting a taste of his own medicine from the other game, right?
It's true, and it's gonna be really dangerous as Pest is going a full mana and like a Cassiopeia, the version of Cassiopeia that is a bruiser build. As we see the Rod of Ages beginning to be constructed by Cassiopeia, the earlier that happens, the earlier you begin stacking the Roa, it's just gonna be impossible to even 2v1, 3v1 Cassiopeia.
Just the tankiness she needs, never runs out of mana, because if she takes damage, she gets more of it.
Mm-hmm. Scary. We'll see. I mean, there's only about a 2k gold lead in favor of Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies in spite of a pretty dominant early part of the game. It's just 6 minutes into the game, though, so really is anything could happen here, as there aren't even really epic objectives on the map yet. We don't know what's going to happen, although Pest is trying to end this one quickly, it looks like. Okay, the Star and Shark Attack just trading wards, not looking to get anything further than that. See the early Bramble Vest coming out from Durganoon to stop Poggle's healing on Fiora. I mean, I would be doing the same exact thing because I do not want a constant lifesteal champion like Fiora to dominate the lane.
Right. Right, which she, I mean, obviously already is a little bit.
Yes. Constant skirmishing up in the top lane as Poggle is ready for more. Durganoon unable to connect that E to pull Poggle back in, and seems like the trades. Ooh, let's take a look as Quaib nearly was going for something here that Jules may have been able to counter.
Something's happening bot. Something's happening bot.
Ooh, we see up at the top lane, Durganoon will fall to Poggle as in the bot lane, got Whitefire getting onto Black Lily. That is a kill as Quaib is here to even things up. The R gets launched at Whitefire, and now with that, Shark Attack is going to follow Whitefire as well, and Quaib is going to be able to equalize. Let's see if the Star is going to be able to get away as Quaib is looking to make sure that it is not a 2-for-1. No, but Quaib is unable to get the damage necessary onto the Star, and still, Whitefire comes out on top in that trade.
Zaya's really doing well this game.
Yes,
Right.
and we're
So
seeing with mid and bot, it's very heavily inclined towards Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies. But let's see, Durganoon looking for something. The Qs from Fiora are going to be able to get them away. But here's Jules waiting in the wings for Poggle. And they'll be able to... No! Poggle's Q gets them away. Now Poggle in a desperate situation, trying to back under their turret, and looks like Jules going to let them. As red team takes the Drake, as Jules is unable to get that last bit of Poggle's HP.
I've been in that situation where you're just sitting there praying to God nobody dives you before your recall ends.
Yeah. Okay, past not letting Skippy McSkip back into the lane at all. Ooh, Whitefire gets hooked! And no return jump from the star as Shark Attack and Black Lily continue this war. Whereas Black Lily with the call a little bit down on items as Whitefire's already completed the Essence Reaver. Pest willing to stand inside of the Echo W just to get the extra bit of damage. Their Roa has been complete for a minute already. And this is looking dangerous as Pest continues to accumulate stacks. Okay, Jules able to get their form as Quaib and Poggle are trying to get onto Durganoon, not able to make the connection there. As Pest and Jules are going to continue taking these grubs.
Void Grubs is not something you want with a Bel'Veth.
No, scary as she's already gotten her form.
When you're against Bel'Veth, I meant. Like, obviously you want them when you're...
Yeah, I understood. Okay, Pest guarding the mid lane away from Skippy McSkipper.
Such a bully that Snake is.
Yeah. Okay, Quaib flashing in, trying to get the slow onto Whitefire as the Star is willing to give up their life. The Ignite comes down onto the Star, and Black Lily stacking up. Black Lily gets the kill onto the Star, and now they're looking for Whitefire. The Zap hits, and the Shark Attack Flash Q forces Whitefire's ult out, but it looks like, ooh, Whitefire gets a beautiful kill onto Shark Attack, but not enough to get another kill onto Quaib, as it is 2 for 1 in favor of Italian Narcissus Gay Rights Association. Those are the types of trades that Red Side is really looking to make as they bring it back to just a 1.4k gold difference.
Yeah, the Jinx pulling it through, catching up a little bit.
Okay, Durgan.
Thank you, Quark.
Durganoon in a tough spot as Poggle launches their ult on and gets a solo kill there thanks to the Ignite. But Jules is there for the return kill onto Poggle. Ooh, Pest walks right into Quaib, launches that miasma, and we'll see as Quaib tries to get out of there. Shark Attack trying to get the Lantern to get Quaib out of there, and Pest is going to get a solo kill there. And potentially another kill as the Star kills Shark Attack. And that brings the gold difference back up to 2,000 in favor of Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies.
Yeah, blue team. I mean, like, red team's still hanging in there, right? But we're securing the kills left and right. And I haven't seen an ult yet come out from Mordekaiser. I must have missed it. But I think that he can take. I think he can start to take Fiora here pretty soon. Well, maybe not. I just noticed the big item disparity.
Yeah, and with the utility necessary with Bramble Vest, it's Fiora is able to just build her items while Mordekaiser forced. Ooh, Black Lily forced a flash away from the Star as Jules is there in case anything went south. There with the 2-level gap as well, Poggle is able to put so much damage out onto Mordekaiser, onto Durganoon. With just 30 seconds left until the Infernal Drake, so it's the second Drake of the game, Quaib may not be here in time as Jules Pest, the Star, and Whitefire have full control over the bot side of the map. Pest looking to back Skippy McSkipper out of this part of the map. Durganoon used their ult successfully. We missed it up there, but gets the kill onto Poggle in spite of the fact of Quaib being nearly present. Oof. The swift march, the Roa, and the extra move speed from the noxious fumes from Cassiopeia gets her exactly out of that hook's range. And that's the Infernal Drake. The second Drake of the game goes over to Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies.
Chem plants bloom.
Okay, Jules managing to get onto Shark Attack, but Leona comes out just to get a little bit of a slow as Jules is ignited, but not before the kill comes out onto Shark Attack. Candy left untaken.
And with that Jinx recall, maybe not. I was going to say with the Jinx recalling, it was probably going to be a bot turret for blue team. However, she's supposed to say the Star goes in and stuns Black Lily. But Black Lily was able to safely get away underneath the safety of their bot turret as the Star and Whitefire take a plate and get some poke damage off on the Jinx.
Yeah, easy pushing for the bot lane there as they are very, very far ahead. Okay.
This is such a tug of war match. On each lane is everywhere.
Yeah, the Star able to take so much damage from Quiet Black Lily and Shark Attack, but not before Black Lily gets in. Star pops their W, but it is not enough. They're forced to flash away as Jules is shut down by Poggle up in the top lane. Poggle 1v2ing up there as Whitefire gets the kill onto Black Lily, now forced to kite towards the red side as Shark Attack is the next victim. The ult comes out from Quaib to get onto Whitefire, and Shark Attack is able to secure the kill as the Star is now left thinking, not much I could do, better walk out of here. But the stun is about to come out from Quaib, and that will be the end of the Star. Hiding back there, trying to get the kill onto Durganoon. The W comes out to get Durganoon the shield they need, and Pest is there to secure that shutdown that Poggle somehow had. And with that, it's nearly done for Pest's Seraph's Embrace, while they still have a Tear of the Goddess. Yep, there it is, 360 stacks, as they may have just enough to receive the Seraph's Embrace.
Mordekaiser's going to get top turret on that push, maybe?
Yes, very potentially. Ooh, the grubs are going to help a lot as Jules is able to get onto Black Lily here. The Flame Chompers come out, but will it be enough as, ooh, Pest is also here and Black Lily will evaporate. Ooh, Poggle able to stop Durganoon's back. This looks like it's going to be a kill for Poggle up here. And pretty solidly, just with Qs and autos, Poggle is able to take down Durganoon. Ooh, and blue team takes the first turret in the mid lane with just minions pushing.
And was that? No, it wasn't. It wasn't first.
Reptile being started up by Quaib here. Skippy McSkipper not seemingly meant any resistance as red team is able to take a turret up in the top lane. A Rift Herald here, and hopefully they would say trying to fend off as their bot turret and mid-tier turret tier 1 have been taken. Shark Attack all alone in the bot lane trying to stop this.
And they're going to have to do something with that Rift Herald. As Sejuani comes in and engages on two people in mid lane, continues to dive in as answered by Velbath, and it's just kind of a exchange of hatred between teams.
Yes. Oh, here comes the 1v2 from Pest as Pest is trying to get onto Poggle. Poggle able to get the last tick of their ult off, and Pest trying to skirmish here. It may fall, and Poggle is able to get a beautiful shutdown and infusion of golds as Pest falls. But with all of the attention there, and with Pest gone, the Rift Herald is dropped as Quaib, Black Lily, and Skippy McSkipper are able to take this mid lane turret and secure another charge from the Rift Herald.
And they're going to take it, right? So long as nobody kills that before it hits the... Oh, they're using it to ride bot. Interesting.
Yeah, skillful driving from Skippy McSkipper as they are not able to kill the bot turret. They didn't have enough a runway, but it'll just walk towards the tier 2 bot turret.
That's right. Well, it was used as an artful escape.
Yeah. And with that, there's what was a growing gold gap has narrowed just a little bit back as, ooh, Jules is caught by Shark Attack's hook, and Jules is in big danger as Quaib gets the stun onto them, but Pest able to get a lot of damage out. Ooh, the ult from Pest does not get the stuns necessary, but Quaib will fall to Pest. Now Shark Attack, Skippy McSkipper, and Black Lily forced to run away. The Ignite comes out, and the Swift March will get a double kill for Pest as Shark Attack falls. See, Skippy McSkipper trying to stop the blue buff from being taken does secure the blue buff for themselves as Pest, you know, not able to get the blue buff, but does secure a little bit of pressure for the Star and Whitefire to take this Chemtech Drake.
Poggle just wails on top turret.
Yeah, not much
Probably
to be
doing
done.
about half of it. Yeah.
Poggle in a very dominant position over their lane opponent, and we see Poggle able to get a kill onto Pest, which, you know, I don't know. I didn't know going into that who would win the 1v1, but Fiora proving to be dangerous.
Yeah, and this is like Poggle is the strongest one on red team right now, right? And is doing a very good job of making sure that somebody has to answer any questions that Fiora has for blue team.
Yeah. And with that, the gold gap narrows even more thanks to Poggle. And with a level lead, Poggle's looking to get a kill potentially onto Durganoon here as the Ignite comes out and Durganoon launches their ult. We'll see as Poggle chomps through, launches an ult of their own to get the healing inside the Mordekaiser ult and gets a solo kill up in the top lane. Beautifully done by Poggle, but will it be enough as they are now level 16? They're just 4 levels away from max, as it's a bit lopsided still. The mid and the bot side for Blade and Power Booty Batty still heavily in favor them, but Poggle, perhaps a lone soldier along with Quaib, trying to even it out. Ooh, Whitefire gets hooked by Shark Attack. Ooh, with Jules on the counter attack, it is now a 3-on-3 as the Star is ignited. We'll see. Looks like the Star is going to fall, as they will, and Black Lily gets excited. So with that red buff, Whitefire is in danger. Whitefire launches an ult of their own, but Shark Attack plays them towards, and that'll be it for Whitefire.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a. I mean, that was a really good job staying alive for as long as they did. Sometimes, you know, you just last a lot longer.
Yeah. Quaib given full reign over the jungle. Ooh, but Jules is able to just get the smite onto the big Krug there. And we'll see less than 1,000 gold separates these two teams now as Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association has clawed back a little bit of the gap. And actually gotten a lead. I noticed that it's actually changed in terms of who has the advantage.
Yeah, they're pulling through. They're pulling through and doing an excellent job on site right now. Not so much sight on the blue wards, but may not matter as Pest is just tearing through anything that comes at him.
Yeah, we'll see. Quaib is very strong at the moment. With 4 kills, 2 deaths, and that Heartsteel and Volcanic Rooker. Oh, another one as Poggle, level 17, trying to get onto Durganoon, but Jules is here and Whitefire in tow for the disengage. Jules may fall to Poggle as the Poggle launches their ult and gets the healing that they need. Durganoon is going to fall as well as they continue the 2v1. The Star is trying to back up Whitefire, but may be caught out as Poggle is able to back them out of their own jungle. Black Lily, Shark Attack, Quaib, and Poggle now ready to start up the Baron. And with that is going to put them very far ahead as Pest is on the opposite side of the map. Potentially sieging here, but we'll see if Skippy McSkipper is able to stop the siege.
Yeah, unfortunately 2 levels down from this Cassiopeia, but just not able to return enough from the Baron.
Okay, the Star, Lone Soldier, unfortunately going to give up their life for checking in on the Baron.
Yeah, this is kind of becoming a who can push the lane more, Cass or Fiora.
Okay, we've got Fiora coming in onto Pest as the Miasma comes down. We'll see if Pest is going to be able to 2v1. Poggle, dodges the Cassiopeia ult, and it launches the Ignite as Pest will fall solo. Not even needing the help from Skippy McSkipper. Poggle has proven, nope, I'm the one you need to be worried about in this game.
It's me!
Okay, Whitefire in a potentially dangerous situation as Quaid was almost able to get on top of them. And it's a full 4 members of the red team are in the bottom side of the map, with Jinx and Skippy McSkipper get some priority in the middle. With this Baron, we'll see Whitefire and the Star trying to hold the lane as Jules now looking to secure their red buff, but looks like with all of the distractions, the 4th dragon of the game may go over to equalize for Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association.
Fiora's doing a really good job keeping them busy enough at that turret that they couldn't even look at Dragon.
Right.
At 11 and 3, right? Like, who's gonna stop her?
Right. And we've seen how she was able to 2v1, really 3v1, if you consider the fact that Whitefire was in tow and Poggle was not worried at all.
Yeah, right now, Fiora is, I think, the strongest character in the game, as proven by the last fight with Snake Lady.
Yeah, and, you know, of course, we do still have scaling. Pest is done scaling at this point. 10 stacks on the Roa. The Seraph's Embrace is completed. But we've still got scaling coming out from Jules on Bel'Veth. And if we take a look, we've got 69 stacks. That's 106.95% attack speed bonus on top of what she's already building. So that's only going to increase. Not sure how much that's going to do for her. She does need to start building some resistances as she's being melted. Able to get immediately onto the Star. Black Lily is here as well. Jules able to return the favor onto Quaib. We'll see who melts who first. As Whitefire gets hit with the Zap Zap nearly at half HP. As it's now 4-on-4 in the mid lane. Oh, the hook lands onto Pest and the ult from Quaib will get Pest down immediately. As this looks like it's going to be an open turret. As long as if they had minions, Skippy McSkipper goes in. Poggle able to get that last hit onto the turrets. And now they're in the danger zone as the Hullbreaker is empowering that cannon enough to get an inhibitor turret in the mid lane. And with
an inhibitor.
Yeah, it's 5,000 gold separating red from blue now as it's a total reversal thanks to Poggle. And Quaib.
And Cass is dead, right? So they may be able to get something more out of this.
Shark Attack gets beautiful hooks, I have to say, as well. And the Zap Zaps from Black Lily. It's just the coordination on Italian Nasus' Gay Rights Association as we see another hook come out from Shark Attack. We'll see with Pest just 1 second until Pest comes back onto the field. No epic objectives really in danger. It's just sieging. And no Baron buff left for INGRA, so they're choosing to back it all the way back to their base.
Ingra, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Well, so Cass still has a Doran's ring, which they could sell for some sort of item. They're not dying too much, so they could get another stacking item if they wanted.
A potential for a Magi's, you're saying?
Yeah, but I doubt it this late in the game.
It's dangerous. I mean, we see how important speed is, so if that Magi's were able to be stacked up, could see something very interesting come out, and move speed allows for something great here. Pass and Jules getting onto Skippy Miss Skipper, but Skippy Miss Skipper launches that ult, and we'll see they're able to get out completely as the kill bush is neutralized. Poggle having 3 on them. The Star's ult will miss as Poggle is forced to just walk away. And we see Shark Attack and Black Lily being able to get onto Durganoon. The ult comes out onto Black Lily as the Flame Choppers come out, separating Durganoon and Black Lily. But now this Shark Attack is alone out there with Whitefire and the Star. And now Pest, Black Lily forced to flash and barrier away as it's now a 3v3. Pest gets the kill onto Black Lily, healing the Star just a bit, but the Star will fall, and Poggle will fall next as it's a shutdown, leading back to narrowing the Cold's lead now for Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies as Whitefire is trying to get onto Shark Attack. The hook connects to Whitefire, the ignite, but Jules will be able to get there just in time. No, the hook is going to lead to Whitefire's death as now Jules trying to 2v1 against Quaib and Shark Attack gets the kill, and now Quaib is in danger. No, this is way back and forth. In spite of the gold difference that has emerged, we're seeing just towers taken. More towers taken by Italian Narcissist Gay Rights Association, though.
Yeah, and just about every time a team fight is won, or a fight is won, they get something or two out of it. Like in this particular instance, they got bot turret, and now they're getting Baron. Unless Sejuani can steal it, which isn't entirely possible.
And the smite from Jules will come out on top as Quaib is unable to beat them. Ooh, but Pest getting in the right position as Jules is able to connect their autos. You see the super Belveth autos are coming out, and the scaling may have completed as Black Lily will be the next one to fall. These candies are delicious for Belveth as they are beginning to spawn the Voidlings. It is soul point for either of the two teams as Poggle is now forced to head towards the blue Nexus and the blue base as Pest and Jules are going to be able to connect to this Countech Drake and take soul point for themselves. I have no idea who's going to win as the gold gap has once again narrowed to less than 2,000 gold.
So I was just about to say, like, it feels like every time, like, blue team comes up and is just about to pull ahead, and then something happens that they get knocked down a couple of pegs, and then they slowly get back up, and then the same thing happens again, right? So
yeah, but whoever
anyone's game at this point.
Whoever takes the Countech Soul will have such a beautiful advantage, as whoever does take it will have 3 Countech Drakes in addition to that. So, and with that damage reduction when below 50% HP, that's going to be the exact thing that makes the difference for the Omnivamp from the top lane on both sides. From the lifesteal or damage reduction and shielding that's coming out in the jungle, or the massive amount of burst damage and damage over time coming in the mid lane, or just trying to have survivability in the bot lane. Either way, both teams are vying for these objectives as it's just 4 minutes until potential soul is taken.
Right. And blue team, who I thought was behind, like has a Hextech, or I'm sorry, Hextech, Chemtech Soul.
Yeah, potential of getting at it. Jules able to get close to Shark Attack as Shark Attack is forced to walk away and use their ults to disengage. Jules now, the last time we checked, had 99%, I believe, attack speed bonus. Now they are nearly 200% attack speed bonus as they are extremely dangerous. And building that death stance to be even more dangerous. Skippy McSkipper being brought down to 1/4 of their HP from just 3 Cassiopeia E's and a Q. Ooh, Poggle being put inside the Death Realm with Durganoon launching an ult of their own, and we'll see. Durganoon seems to be in danger as Poggle is able to complete their Fiora quest and get a solo kill as they are forced to flash away. Jules is there on the counter though, and Poggle will fall in return.
Just noticed, look at Fiora's farm, like almost up 100. Like 300 farm is quite the amount for this game. I mean, I guess Cass has it too.
Yeah, it's the type of CS that really puts you at an advantage, and Bel'Veth as well. Bel'Veth, who needs it more potentially than anyone else, because she's getting that bonus attack speed from the farm and from the epic objectives and from champion takedowns.
Very high CS all around, actually, now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's a high gold game in general, and everyone is making good use of it as it's now 2 minutes before both epic objectives are up on the map, and we're seeing the Vision War already begin. Oh god, I would not be able to put money on which team will win this, but I guarantee you that this is the one that will be watched when people are deciding who will be voted in the Invitationals, because these are standout games and really nice performances all around.
It really is, yeah. And I think, I don't know, like Echo is stacking. Ooh.
There we have Dark Attack walking blind into Jules as Jules has taken over this part of the jungle, and Pest, the Star, and Jules are able to get the first kill that will make a difference as Shark Attack has 40 seconds left.
I'd like to point out that Fiora teleported to base and is trying to get all the inhibs that they can, and only Mordekaiser is turning to answer that.
All right, and the collapse comes down as Poggle, trying to get on to Pest, launches the ult, but Pest will Zanya's as, let's see, the stun comes out and Durganoon is able to kill Poggle. And up here, Jules and Whitefire may try to make an escape here. Jules forced to go back in onto Quaib, and the damage is going to come out. Whitefire launches their own ult to try to get away. Skippy McSkipper getting the kill, as now Jules is left alone to get the kill onto Black Lily and onto Skippy McSkipper, as they have become so dangerous. 244% attack speed bonus from consuming her prey.
That ain't nothing.
And with that, of course, the epic objective, the first one, the dragon, is up on the map, and Jules is able to secure Soul for their team as blue team takes Chemtech Soul. And put the lead once again.
Puts blue in the lead. Yeah, puts blue in the lead. Right, so with Chemtech Soul, that might just be the buff that they needed with Bel'Veth. Actually, are they going for Baron? They do appear to be going for Baron as Fiora. I'm sorry, no. As Fiora and Thresh are bot lane. Nobody really there to answer.
Wow, and they melt it as Pest and Jules do so much damage. Oh my god! Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket almost steals the Baron, as Black Lily has timed that so perfectly, but just not enough damage, as Baron is taken by Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies.
I'd like to also point out that he almost timed it perfectly without having any vision on it.
Yeah, with no vision. So, and we see Jules in the chat saying, "I peed."
I would have too. I would have too.
That was really scary. Really well done by all parts, and now it's literally just 1,000 gold in favor of Blaine's Pirate Booty Baddies. This has been a back and forth roller coaster of a game, but it looks like it may soon be coming to an end as 5 minutes remain, and until the Elder Dragon is up. And
they're coming in behind Bel'Veth.
Dodging Quaib's ult as Poggle just goes onto the wave as Jules is getting back to their team. Black Lily may be caught out here. Black Lily stuck, grounded, and now Shark Attack is going to go down as well as Jules, Pest, Whitefire, Star, and Durganoon are going to be able to push down mid with Baron buff.
That might be the game with two of them down. We'll see how this pans out. But see, and that's final form, not final form, but whatever her
The mother
passive is.
form, as I would say.
The mother form. Yeah, the mother form Bel'Veth.
Yeah, here we go. It's one final siege. Just seems to be as the Jules is able to get onto them. Pestilent, it's a beautiful ult onto Skippy Skipper. Skippy Skipper forced to ult away as Durganoon launches them into the ult. And Jules is going to get a kill onto Fiora as both Nexus turrets fall. And this is securely a game for Blaze Pirate Booty Baddies as they have taken game 3 of the night. Pest, Whitefire, Jules, Durganoon, the Star, standout performances also from Pago, Quaib, Skipper, Black Lily, and Shark Attack, but it's not enough as Blaze Pirate Booty Baddies takes the last game of the night.
That could have gone either way, right? Like, and red team had it for most of the night. Or most of the game, but unfortunately, not so much.
I mean, really, really well done by both sides, I would say. It's really scary to see how on a knife's edge these games are. Because, like I said, Bel'Veth eventually becomes that demon, and with almost the top damage in the game, we can see why.
Right. Exactly. And how much damage they do just in the end of the game. Like, I wish I could see like a graph of like how much damage they did and when, because I bet you most of it was towards the end of the game, just based on scaling.
Yeah, she became the city of
Right.
Bel'Veth over that game. And so that leads us to that was the last game of our night.
It was
A beautifully a beautifully well played game, and I think if I had to choose out of the games to end it on, I would choose this one every time because it was a banger.
It was back and forth, everything you want. So remember to sign up for CMSA if you are not and you want to play. And if you want some like CMSA logoed stuff, you know, shop.cmsaesports.com.
Exactly.
And yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Tune in next week. We're gonna know at least who's nominated for each category, for each role, and we'll be talking about maybe who does deserve it. Everyone out of the people we saw tonight. I mean, we can give our own picks, our own ideas, but I mean, I think we've already given a few of them, so tune in. We'll see what we talk about next week.
Yep.
Bye-bye.